And welcome to
the High as Fuck podcast with your boys,
Wrestling Matt Jackson, aka Joffrey Killer,
and his limited edition action figure Jedi Joe motherfucking Cool. And we are here with
probably
a pop-up interview.
Like anticipated interview.
A very anticipated interview.
For me is like it's a big one for me tonight. Because like we had Tarzan on before, right? Like that was a big one for us. We had Tarzan on. I was like, yeah, it was good. Like whoop whoop, everybody. Chapter 17, Juggaloism. Let's go, Juggalos, y'all rise up because we have the most hardcore, brutal female wrestler in my planet. Put it that way. Mickie motherfucking Knuckles. One of the baddest around. So I guess just introduce yourself, Mickie, and I am kind of shaking right now.
Why are you shaking? Don't shake.
Oh my God.
Like when I have sex with people for the first time, they're always shaking and can't figure it out.
I know, right? But for real, like I've been watching your career for the longest time and your whole career of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Now that I want to get into at some point, but not right away.
Okay.
I guess just like tell the viewers like something about yourself or however you want to start it off. And yeah, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm shaking.
Okay. My name is Mickie Knuckles. I've been a professional wrestler for almost 25 years. During that time, I've made headways in becoming the first Americanized intergender wrestler. I've won 10 deathmatch tournaments, which now stands at the top of the list with two other people in the United States, which is Matt Tremont and John Wayne Murdoch.
Yep.
I've been working with Juggalo Championship Wrestling for about 20 years now.
Oh.
And been loving every minute of it.
Okay, so I do want to talk about Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll just let's get that weird conversation out the water first. All right, Mickie. Okay, so I just recently heard about the releases of Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and I heard that you were one of the people on that list.
Yep, you heard right.
Damn, I was kind of hoping that was a rumor. That was a rumor, baby, but I guess it won't. So I do want to dive into that. I want to know your opinions on it. If you want to talk about it, if you're allowed to talk about it, if Violent J will let us talk about it. I know he's watched the show before. Tarzan has said that, like he's probably has or whatever. I'm pretty sure he has. That's all I know.
Here's what I will say about it. Here's what I'm going to say about it.
Without stepping on toes, because, we juggalos.
No. I will always and do always have love for my juggalos. I am a juggalo through and through. I've been a juggalo since the day I was allowed to be in the ring and with the great people of Tito Tony and Tracy Smothers. Been a juggalo ever since they allowed me to be Isabella Smothers because Tracy was really good about getting that good heat.
Yep, I remember all of that with you and him.
Making people forget that, he's a character in a wrestling show and having them jump him. So I was put with him to kind of watch his back and maintain some type of peace and order. Maybe I am just a little too crazy for certain people, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't change my love for juggalos. Doesn't change my love for anybody else. Kind of makes it feel a little surreal for me to get told that I'm too crazy for the likes of the juggalos, but that's okay. And as far as everything else that's happened, I know. Let's let anybody here listening that may be in the powers that be. I know. That's all you need to know is I know. I know why things went down the way they went down. I know, and that's all that matters to me.
Yep.
The other thing that also matters to me is juggalos are still juggalos. That juggalos will always be my family, and that door, whether they want to think it's closed or not, is still wide open on my end. Okay. Especially if you want to come over and hang out and have a good old fucking time with Auntie. With that being said, I take pride now in knowing that I have now terrified most of the people in this world. because maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe people need to have a little bit of fear in their heart, especially for somebody like me. Maybe it's wiser to have a little fear in caution when you approach a beast like me. So
that's right.
Good for you all. Good for you all. I'll be back, I'm sure. And if not, Juggalos will always have a place in my inbox and a place at the shows I'm at. I will always talk to you, and whoop whoop, motherfuckers.
That's right.
Whoop, whoop.
So obviously there was no bad blood on it.
Like I said, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I
Maybe I
know
stepped the
certain
boundary
things.
there. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I've spent almost 25 years in this building, in this wrestling business, building a reputation for me. Whether you want to believe I'm psychotic, crazy, insane, which I have to do the things that I fucking do.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, you also know how my work ethic is. You also know when I'm in the ring, I give everything 110%. When I'm in the ring, I make sure everybody's on the same par.
You give more than that.
Like I said, I know, coming from a background with a bunch of carny motherfuckers before I was ever involved with the Juggalos, I know the shit that went down. I don't appreciate that somebody I consider a friend got put in that position. I wish they would have talked to me, so at least I would have known that position from their mouths.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they did what they felt was best, sacrificed a few for the whole. I get it. And I will always still have love for them.
That's good. It's just for me as like someone who watches. I'm gonna miss you on that show, but I'm going to find you wherever you're at. Trust me.
To hear that there can be somebody who's hardcore enough to be too insane,
yeah, that's pretty.
For
wild.
the Juggalos is crazy
I'll
to
take
me.
it. I'll fucking take. I got us kicked off of YouTube for a short time, right?
I think I remember that. I remember y'all not being on for a minute because I reviewed every show up to a certain point.
Let me tell you what happened, okay?
All right.
I was wrestling Officer Colt Cabana.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
And he's got that great big, thick, black flashlight, right?
Oh, I remember this one. I saw this. I saw it.
Okay. So in the match, she proceeds to try to anally assault me with this flashlight.
Yes.
Which,
oh my God.
anybody that knows me or my character, that's my jam. Okay.
Yeah, I know it.
And it apparently horrified Officer Colt Cabana to the point of he had to take a step back and reassess the situation. Then the flashlight was appearingly to be sticking out of my butthole. Okay. Now, that's not what got me in trouble. What got me in trouble was I then took the flashlight out of there and tried to hand it to Officer Colt Cabana. Before he even reached out his hand, I was like, hold on a second. In the memo that I got from YouTube to the production team or whatever, it was because I feverishly licked
Oh my God, I remember
the black flashlight. And then proceeded to swallow said flashlight. And I got a good amount down. I was proud of myself. But it was the quote-unquote feverishly licked the black flashlight that got me in trouble. That got us in trouble. And I was a little disappointed because I was like, I've done so many worse things. Like,
Oh, I know. I've seen all kinds of
That's what you get us on. And then, but at the same time, like, I apologize to everybody, and, the office, everybody. I was like, I'm so sorry. They're like, no, don't you worry about it. If we have to, we'll make our own streaming service. And I was like, but I really, even though I say sorry, I'm not sorry at all.
You can't be.
I'm definitely not sorry. I'm going to own that shit.
Yeah, that's part of your character. Your character is known to do some heinous things. I've seen so many heinous matches of yours, and I'm just like, that right there is a beast. Like you just said earlier, you're a beast. Like
there's a lot. I'm a lot to take. I get it.
And but not for me, because I'm ready to see a next match of yours. I'm ready to see you destroy men, like you do with what's that dude's name?
How
He
about
changed
this?
his
The
damn
people in
shit.
the ring find that I'm a lot.
Yeah.
The people that are standing there having to endure, they think I'm a lot. But that's okay. I'm supposed to be a lot.
What about
I'm here to make you a little uncomfortable,
What about the Colby Carino match you had with my boy Colby? What about that cage match you had with him? That wasn't too much.
No, I think that's the match that made his whole head disappear.
Oh yeah, I mean, like he was. I'm sorry, Colby. I'm so sorry, Colby. I'm sorry. We're boys and all that, but I'm sorry, dude. That was
his head disappeared.
Yeah.
I did that, or I did the bite the pillow spot. That's what I call that. When I go running from one corner and completely just shove my ass at you full speed.
Yeah.
It's called bite the pillow.
Okay.
But they did it in slow-mo. When I was watching it, they were like, all right, look, there's Colby's head. And they flipped it forward a few frames, on the little button. And then they were like, and it's gone.
It's kind of like Stephanie McMahon and Rikishi's ass that one time. You just lost Stephanie McMahon's head and all of that.
Vince McMahon and Big Show's ass when DX shoved his head up Big Show's ass.
Yeah, charger for your phone.
It kind of rivaled that, yeah. I tried to a couple people. It's like a game now at this point. Let's see whose head disappears,
That's not good. There's one right
I feel like it's a fun game, like pin the tail on the donkey, bobbing for apples, biting the pillow. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great name for it, though, for real.
Thank you. Well, I've got that, and then I got choke on the gag, and that's if I do the B-boy drop kick to the face.
Oh my god! Like I think that's probably like one thing that's hard for me to keep up with, like finisher moves sometimes. Like with the call and stuff.
Yeah, me too. But I figured that would be memorable, and I was high as hell when I said it, and I remembered it. So.
And you ended up selling your axes, didn't you? Your original ones.
I have new ones that Masada made me.
Masada, that's right. Masada makes those for you.
Well, he made the new ones. The old ones. Okay, so the history of the old ones is the first axe was the fatter one that I used to have.
Yeah.
And I found that one I want to say it was in Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin. I was up there with Madman Pondo. It might have been Wisconsin or Michigan, one of the two. And there was a pile of weapons that people brought. And in this pile was that fucking axe. And I kept staring at it. And Pondo's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know. I really like that axe. He's like, go get it. I was like, no, I don't know if somebody's claimed it. I don't want to be that asshole, It's fine. So Pondo goes over and picks up the axe, walks over, throws it in my gear bag, and goes and sits down and says, there you go. I just started taking that axe. And then the show after that one, I was in Philly. And somebody brought me the thin axe and said, hey, I noticed you had an axe in the last show. This one looks like it could be it. Because they had the same type of little dragons on them. Yeah. But one was fat. One was more of like a melee axe, and one was more of a throwing axe. Okay. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. And the one that was like a throwing axe was the thin one. And the one that was the melee axe was the fat one. So I called him Phil and Lil after the Rugrat.
That's the freaking names of them at first.
Yeah, the fat one was Phil and the little one was Lil. And then they got so badly fucked up because they were aluminum. They weren't, fucking big, heavy metal steel axes. And I'm a little rough on everything. I'm rough on my gear. I'm rough on my boots. I'm rough on my weapons. I'm just a rough, okay?
Your what they call your fishnets. Oh Lord, your fishnets take hell.
Dude, I go through a pair of fishnets every match. I'm lucky if they last, and I can kind of bring them back for a second.
Yeah.
So then it was coming up my birthday, and I really wanted to get axes, and I kept seeing Masada's work online. So I hit him up, and I was like, hey, bro, I need you to price quote me, because you never go to anybody if they do something and that's their job and that's their specialty. You never go to them and say, hey, can I get something for free? Of course not.
Oh no.
And I was like, hey, I need you to price me. I need two battle axes. You can do whatever you want with them. Initials on them or something would be kind of cool, but I'm not going to hold you to it. The next thing you know, he tells me the price, which was a more than fucking fair price. I was like, hell yeah. I'm sending it right away. And he got them done and sent to me off by my birthday.
Awesome.
And when I got them, they were so sharp because he sharpened them for 4 hours on each blade. I was like, why did you sharpen them so long? He's like, you never know when you might need it. I was like, Jesus Christ, you're trying to get me to murder somebody. No, Bubba, no.
Masada's a death king,
I've known Masada for years. Not as long as Necro, mind you, or Pondo. Yeah,
that's right.
I've known Masada for a long time.
Well, I just mentioned
he's always been so cool to me. If you approach somebody, I've always been a big believer. You approach somebody with respect, you'll get it in kind, and if not, that person's not worth knowing any fucking way.
Well, those are some of your best friends right there. Like, I was just mentioning you, and I was like, I put her up there with Necro Butcher, Sabu, Sandman. I put you up there with all those people. Masada. Like, there's so many I put you up there with because you were with them up there.
You
know what I mean?
I'm always. I try. I told you earlier I got real bad imposter syndrome. So you say shit like that, and I get really uneasy. I'm like, that's all like you. It's like boys and sweeties for the first time. They're like, you know.
I also had a conversation about imposter syndrome earlier with a friend of mine.
With me.
And with you and another friend this morning with Smashley this morning on Favorited. And I was over here talking to her about it and just trying to get a good idea of what it was. And I kind of got it. I kind of get it. You know, it's like it doesn't matter how many cool things you do. You just
never
don't
feel like you're enough.
Yeah. But just know that you are.
Yeah.
Because you
At least I know what it is. Like when I got divorced and I was going through all this shit. Like, I went through therapy. I eventually was like, you know what? I need help. I don't know what to do. Like, I got to a point where everything seemed so much and started doing some therapy. And one of the first things they did was a psychological evaluation, partially for two reasons. One, because I wanted to know. Two, I knew that would sit there and say that you know, doesn't matter if I'm suffering from depression, anxiety, that I was fit to be a mother to my kids because I was going through a nasty divorce and the ex was trying to take them. So trying to kill two birds with one stone. So when they diagnosed me, one of the things they diagnosed me with is something called CPTSD, which is complex PTSD. And imposter syndrome. Huh?
I think Joe knows about that. He was shaking his head. I think he knows about that one.
And then I also suffer because it's kind of an association, but something called dysthymia. It's a fairly new thing that they're studying, but it's basically a learned disease. It's where somebody you put up on a pedestal throughout your life has, you know, put you down, said negative, bad things about you, you know, where somebody would say you're pretty, they would constantly say you're ugly. When someone would say that you were worth something, the other would call you worthless, you know. Yeah. And then eventually your brain automatically thinks these things. Like, you have to physically reprogram your brain and struggle every day on it. And I've got that too. But that kind of goes hand in hand with that imposter syndrome. Yeah. Because it's odd that I hear when I hear the other stuff like, oh, you can't be that because of this. And so I've got that. And the anxiety and depression, but I think everybody in the world suffers from anxiety and depression, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I just think it's a normal thing. Like, we automatically have it. It could be a chemical imbalance. It could be a whole list of things. You just got to figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, I got diagnosed with a whole lot of different things. And, I lost my track. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, no, you're good. But
sorry, I had a little one. I had a little one come here and grab their bag out of my area. That's in the room now.
You're a good mom.
Now they're back in the other room. All right, we're good.
Great mom. I'll check I'm looking at your Facebook. I see it. I seen that post where you was at her. You made it to her volleyball game, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And you were like, all this, you said all kinds of stuff you were doing all the way up until making it there. And I'm like, damn, you actually made it there?
When somebody tells you.
Yeah, I got pulled over too. I had to wrestle in Memphis, Tennessee on Saturday night. And on Sunday night, I wrestled for Blood and Honey 5 in Atlanta, Georgia. And so that show didn't get started till a little bit later. And I was on semi-main. So I didn't get out of there until like 11, 12. I was exhausted anyways. It had been hot. We'd wrestled outside. I also got a tattoo from a friend from Lindsay Snow. And I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this tattoo. I'm going to try to take a nap. But then I'm going to get up and drive. It was like 6.5, 7 hours back to my house.
That was a video on Facebook you did, right? Or it was something you did on Facebook getting a tattoo, right?
Yeah, I posted up the tattoo. It's on my butt cheek.
Yeah, I saw it.
I let Lindsay Snow put whatever she wanted on my butt cheek.
I know that name.
She's a wrestler. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's one of Taboo's kids.
Okay. I've heard it. That's Taboo Kid?
That's one of the ones he worked with.
Oh, you mean kid like that. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So, like, we hung out, and then she did that. And then I got up super early, got in a car, and drove. And got pulled over because I was speeding in Georgia. Fuckers. I was honest about it, though. The cop came up, and he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I said, yeah. I was speeding. He said, you want to know why you want to tell me why you're going so fast? And I said, part of me wants to tell you explosive diarrhea, but I don't want to shit myself to prove a point. And he was like, he giggled. He's like, I appreciate that. Now, mind you, I probably was doing like 100 and a 70.
Oh,
It's not about speed to speed, okay? I'm a speed thing. For my car, she cruises so fucking smooth. Like, you don't even know your speed. There's no cruise control. You don't know your speed. You're just cruising down the highway, keeping up with everybody else, dumbass. So, he takes my license. He goes around. He comes back and gives me a ticket. He's like, all right, I wrote you a ticket for an 84 and a 70, which is just below the reckless, like where you're okay.
He was
you
nice.
Pay a fine.
He was very kind.
He was nice about it. They wanted their money, but he was nice about it. And I was like, I appreciate that. Thank you. I said, I definitely took it because I had a tray of weed in my front seat.
Oh, my God.
I was like, yep. I'll take it, boss. Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
Well, is Georgia even green?
Nope.
That's right. That's what I was going to say. You got real lucky then.
Yeah.
Lucky. So you got something watching over you.
Yeah, when you drive for 24 years, you sometimes get pulled over, or you're in a hotel with certain people, and the cops get called for a completely different room in the hotel, but they happen to stumble upon yours, and you're devious deeds, So you learn. The best way is just be like, look, straight up, here's what's going on. I've got pulled over with my axes in the back, a psycho clown mask, weapons.
Oh my God!
Somebody had a bong in my car. My license registration got stolen out of the glove box because my ex broke into my car. This is like right after we broke up and took everything. I had a lot of weed in the car because I had just gotten it back from when I got into a car wreck. I had a little fender bender. But in the shop, completely forgot about the 2 bags of weed in the little cubby hole spot that's above the driver's seat. You just push a button, it drops down. It's so fucking cool. Completely forgot about it. Got pulled over, and apparently this guy had the most sensitive damn nose in the world. He's like, you got weed in the car? And I had to think about it, because I don't want to lie to him. You never want to lie to him. Fuck it,
Yeah.
And I'm like, Don, yeah, I do. It's like, I'm going to be honest, I forgot about it until you said something. I just got the car back from the auto body shop. He's like, show me. So I pop the thing down, and it lowers. He's like, I'll be right. He's like, keep your head to the wall. I'll be right back. I was like, oh, here we go. He ended up pulling us all out, search everything. They fingered my tailpipe. I was like, dude, I feel dirty watching this. The female cop starts laughing. I sit on the curb. I was like, if I'm going to jail, I might as well just sit here. It's freezing cold outside. The people I was with are shivering and everything. And I'm making this female cop laugh, just being dumb. I said, is it okay if I call the guy that I'm working for tonight and let him know I might not be able to make it? And she's like, yeah, you could do that to me too. And I was like, okay. So I called up Matt Tremont, and I had just enough time because as I was calling him, I saw them start coming out of the car and talking. I figured they were going to come to me. So I got on the phone with Matt, and I said, hey, I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes if I don't go to jail. But if I don't, I probably went to jail and I'm not going to make it. Click.
Damn.
Trump said he was the most confused. He's like, first off, who the fuck was that? Second, just like so confused by me. So eventually, I knew we were okay though, because the one girl that was with us, she was really, really skinny little girl, and she was shaking terribly. I mean, we're in fucking Maryland, of all places. And as he comes back, they never turned off my car. They searched my car and everything. They never turned off my car. As he comes back and they're putting everything back in the car, he goes, you all can sit in the car and get warm if you want. And that's when I knew we were going. Like, they were going to let us go. But here's like a secret. So cop cars have video cameras in them that can pick up sound from up to 2 to 3 cars in front of them.
Oh.
If you ever get pulled over by a cop and they sit there for a really, really, really long time, they're waiting for you to implement yourselves. Or implicate yourselves. So they have probable cause. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does too. So I've thought that before. Okay. I've had that thing where I think people are listening and people are watching, and it's like someone's always like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cameras are everywhere. Now it makes sense. I ain't even wrong.
No, I work for a law office, and a lot of times with cases that we do, like drunk driving or false arrest or anything like that, we have to review the body cam footage and the car footage. And so that's one of my jobs as a paralegal.
Okay, so you do that still?
Yeah, I do that part time.
Oh wow! Okay, so you're you wrestle.
I used to have in 5 years. I used to have 3 jobs, and I consider wrestling a job because I do it a lot.
Oh no, it is.
But I've got wrestling, I've got the paralegal thing, and I've got the law. I had the law office, or the hospital, children's hospital.
That's right. Yeah,
But the children's hospital messed up one day and told me I had to to prioritize either them or my children. And I was like, all right, peace. I'm not going to be here. But let you know then, if that's the case, y'all gonna let me go? I'm gonna go ahead and plan to make this show and not have to come home. Because I was doing POR at the time, they do it on Sundays. So I usually have to work POR and then immediately rush back and be exhausted, but I'd make it. But because they did that, I was like, you know what? Since you're gonna fire me, because they wouldn't let me go to my daughter's graduation. It was her 5th grade graduation, but she was the valedictorian of that class. Like, she was the honor roll student, and she was the keynote speaker, and they gave her a princess crown and crowned her Miss 5th grade.
Wow. Well, and
I wasn't going to miss that. That's not something I'm sorry, I'm not going to miss that.
No. That's good.
Especially when I live 10 minutes away from where it's not happening. So, and I told him, I said, well, I'll come into work later if you want. Let me get done with that. No, if you're not here, you're fired. I was like, all right, peace out. And then I went and did POR. I had the greatest time of my life. And I was like, all right, this is going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine.
She's like pretty rounded there. She's got a lot of stuff that's going on that's like not just wrestling, because we get so fixated on wrestling. I do. Super fixated on, oh, they just wrestle. You know what I'm saying? But no, a lot of them don't. Like, you know, they do other things. Yeah. So we get lost.
We're people. Holy shit, we're people.
Yeah, no, y'all are definitely. You know what I'm saying? I definitely see everybody as people. It's just like, but like when you see them, you know what I'm saying? We're not like, I might have you on
normal.
Facebook.
I get it.
I
was just explaining that to somebody else today. We are not normal. We are not. We're just a different breed. And it's like watching through the little ant farm glass.
Yeah,
you're watching a little thing from a safe distance. You know?
get told that a lot. It's like they're just regular people. I'm like, yes, people are just regular people. We get this, but they're on a whole different playing field. Do we do that? No. When I was training in wrestling, like, you know, like I thought I could do it. The mental thing, the memorization was what got me fucked up. You know.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't remember nothing.
And then you got to remember like 12 moves in a row after each other. It's like 12 moves, right? When they run the ropes and they duck, and then they get clothesline, and all that other stuff that goes in that whole sequence. That was memorized, or something. Or they have to
not for me, babe. I don't know if you've ever seen me wrestle, but a lot of my stuff is very ad-libby.
Oh, I know your stuff. Okay, I watch your stuff. Yours is good. I like that real stuff to it, where you can tell it's not like completely
like wrestling like Arn and Ali. Remember the Andersons? I don't know how old you are, but the Andersons, when they used to be like down in the southern states, they would come in and do the like nearby areas where I lived, and watching them on TV Saturday mornings, and they'd come out and they just beat the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, see,
that's all it was. They whooped their ass. And I'm like, yes, I love that style, the bruiser style. Like, even fucking Miss Texas, Miss Jackie, or whatever y'all want to call her, Jacqueline. Fucking, I watched her beat the shit out of a guy named Downtown Bruno at the Louisville Gardens when I was a kid.
You know, Jacqueline.
I told her that many years later when I met her, and she told me I made her feel old as hell, and now I understand it. And I am thoroughly fucking sorry, but you ain't old, man. Anyways,
37.
Still probably whoop my ass.
So we're like 37 over here. So, you know, we've been watching wrestling since a long time. That's all I've ever watched.
See, I also was lucky enough to start training and wrestling right out of high school.
Yeah, because you had an early start. Well, as early as you can get. Because like if you had like, you know, like Eddie Guerrero's kids or something like that, of course they were in the ring at 5 and stuff. That's obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Mine, I lucked out because they started renting a building that was in a nearby town. I lived in a bumfuck middle of nowhere, like in the hill, mountainous type areas, where like we played manhunt outside in the dark in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, be deep in the woods, just doing whatever. Imagination was there.
Kickbacks were a regular thing, you know.
Yeah, I bet you lived outside mostly when you were a kid too.
Oh, I was forced to. My mama didn't let me inside. I'm ginger. I'm a natural ginger, and I got heat stroke and sun poisoning all the fucking time as a kid. My mom would wake up and it'd be almost dark, and I'd be passed out in the middle of the yard from a heat exhaustion or heat stroke or something. And they would put me in a bath of ice, and I'd be sick for days. And Oh, it was terrible. She'd make me take that. That was the reason I ended up hating grape Tylenol so bad, because the grape flavored things.
Yeah.
Because my mom would always give me the grape flavored kids Tylenol, because they'd have to bring down my internal temperature, and I was running a fever now too. So it was like a fucking
I don't think I ever knew you were as a ginger though.
I don't know if y'all read. I released a book recently.
I seen, and it was like #1 or something you posted.
Yeah, it's my childhood was pretty fucked up.
I'm trying to buy that book. So.
I completely understand a lot. All the traumas and everything else. You could see what happened. What led to those traumas. I'm very open about that.
How much is your book?
I'm in kind of good shape, but
how much is? Let's talk about your book. You brought it up. That's why you're here too. You're here for your book release, and I'm excited for it because I actually would like to get a copy. Do you have like it's
right now. You can go on Amazon. And it's $14.99 for a paperback version, or you can get it on Kindle. I think it's $11.99.
But so if I buy it, does the money go straight to you?
A portion of the money. I'm in the process of getting a bulk order now.
Okay, so I would rather buy it from you, so you get all the money, the whole price of it. Since I would rather you get the money because it's your book.
Okay. Well, I will definitely post out there when I've got some.
Please do, and keep me posted on that because I definitely want to buy an actual physical copy of your book. And if you sign it, that'd make it even better.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I look up to you as a female wrestler, and you just put the guys to shame sometimes. Like some of these guys can't even outwork you. And your life and your story, like I'm glad that you were able to be able to put out a book that's about your life fully, and it's just I'm about to be. I don't even want to cry right now on the show, but like I literally do look up to you like that, and I've watched you for so long, and people, like other people might not know who you are, but you mean the world to me. Like you're up there with so many people, and in my wrestling mind, like there's not many females that go out there and do it like you. Okay, we really don't.
There's some that's coming up now.
Yes,
but it was definitely hard when I first started, but I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
I'm happy I keep you entertained.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of it.
Yeah,
is to make you have a good time at least in one way or another.
Like I do, like it's when I'm watching Lunacy, there's certain people I'm waiting for. And when I see someone I'm not waiting for, I'm like, come on, can we get to Tarzan Duran and Mickey Knuckles already? Can we just get to what I'm here for? But, like Brothers of Funstruction, like, that guy that changes his gimmick all the fucking time, Mike. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting to see
I love Mike 2000 gimmicks guy.
Yeah,
I love it. Fucking love it. He really does. Y'all be seeing, like, my real reaction to the ring whenever he gets ring. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I know.
How many times stop with the gimmicks? Just one time, just come out of his mic. Mosh pit Mike. That's all I want you to do.
Mike. Look, here's the difference. So into
the gimmick, he's like, no, I'm a fry cook. These are my fries.
Mickey,
like, no.
This is the difference, though, Mickey. I have you on Facebook. I actually follow the right page. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been following you for a minute. I've messaged you. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep up with your career through that, and not just your career. I keep up with your life somewhat. Like I always see you posted, and I'm always like seeing them and stuff. So like just seeing you, your parenthood stuff, like you being a great parent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just amazing to see where you're at right now. And you got to have some big things planned other than the book. There has got to be some other things coming. You know what I mean?
I'm getting ready to head over to Europe. I'm going to be in the God tournament, the GOD tournament.
Oh, okay. Okay,
that's a big one.
That's a big one.
And then I'm also doing a deathmatch tournament up in Canada on October the 11th, Canadian Deathmatch. I'm doing their deathmatch tournament up there. I'm getting ready to participate in TOD in what's probably the heaviest anticipated field. I mean, I don't know if you've seen who's in TOD this year. It's in 3 weeks.
TOD.
But I mean, it's got me, Nick Gage.
Shit.
It's got, Big Joe. It's got Joe Dredd. It's got Drake Younger. It's got like so many of the elite.
Oh my God! Like, oh my God! Be careful with Nick Gage. I don't trust him
I
at
don't
all.
think but he's nuts. I know.
He's
just
fucked.
nuts.
No, he is fucked. I don't care who's hearing this show. Nick Gage, get out of the whole wrestling career, out of the whole wrestling community. For
No.
good.
Why
I'm
do you say
sorry.
that?
I'm sorry. I don't like him. He like
I
no.
wrestled him at Wicked 13.
What?
I wrestled him at Wicked 13 for the first time. And it was like a couple months ago.
So you had a match with Nick already?
Nick Gage at Wicked 13.
Oh, I got him.
Second round of the tournament.
Oh Lord, he just freaks me out, dude. I'm just scared he's gonna damn New Jack somebody.
He just.
He pretty much does
that's
New
his
Jack
technique.
people. God, sorry about that.
But then again, I was friends with New Jack too.
New Jack's a legend though. Okay.
But so is Nick.
Sorry, New Jack. I'm sorry. Sorry. But it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Tell me it was good. Whoop, whoop. Chapter 17. We'll finish it with that. Everybody will understand now. Okay, so we're good. Pushing on. No, I have respect for Nick Gage, but it's just, he scares me. Okay.
That's his job.
Yes.
That's his puzzle piece.
Okay, so we'll go back to people being freaked out about you. Like, okay, we have Nick Gage.
Like, I know. Well,
what?
here's the thing too. But it's a lot of people that say I'm pretty intimidating. I don't see it.
You're
like,
pretty intimidating. You're pretty and you're intimidating.
Oh, shucks. Thank you.
Beautiful. No, for real, you're gorgeous.
You shut your hole.
No, for real. We ain't playing over here with you. Anyway, what's something like let's see, we're on, like, we had the book that's coming out. It was number one, you said, somewhere.
On Amazon for sports book. Paperback sports book. Yep.
Which is really dope because that's Amazon. You know what I mean? So yeah, that means that for me, that means that your name is going to get pushed a little bit further, and then I definitely wanting to get you on is good too, because then whatever we have is 300 and some odd subscribers here, and we have juggalos who like to watch these episodes of the Juggalo stuff. So, and I have a good community on Facebook as well. So I'm hoping that this will help you as well.
Mickie, you were talking earlier about Arn and Ole Anderson as kind of your, what I would say I heard as kind of your, what felt like your inspiration for getting into the business. Can you tell me more about what interested you in wrestling really to begin with?
So, I had a pretty rough childhood. Mom hated me. That's a shoe. And
damn,
we were forced. It was a lot of chores. You know, even throughout the school year. Sometimes my mom suffered from insomnia, so she'd wake up 2-3 in the morning and pull us out of bed and pull all the dishes out of the cabinets, or make us scrub the floors, or redo all the laundry and hold everything. And it was, and hang it up. And my mom was sick like that. And if you didn't do it, you got your ass beat.
Oh my Lord!
But if we did well enough and we finished all our chores and homeworks and everything else for the week, we got one television program on the weekend. I remember my sister chose some sitcom thing. I fucking hated it, so I would just go outside. And then when it was my time, I got to do it early in the morning because my mom wasn't awake, so it wasn't going to bother her. We had one TV in the house at the time. And so we had a big floor model. And I go and I'm flipping through the channels, and I see these two men just fighting. What the fuck is this? Stop, sit down and watch, and then I see a promo where they're talking to, I believe it was, I remember who it was. I'm not necessarily sure right now. I'm sorry, I have terrible memory. But I remember them talking to somebody, and this person's just going all the way the fuck off. Talking shit, talking about how they're going to hit him, And it wasn't just the men. There was segments where women would cut these promos or get involved and stuff like that, or have like, very rarely you'd see like a girls match on TV and stuff. But it was something that I watched. I was like, holy crap, it just drew me in. I got little action figures when I was little, the ones that didn't move.
Yeah, I remember.
They didn't, like the orange legs that move because, I'm old as shit. I have the little action figures. Sometimes I get G.I. Joes and make them wrestle and stuff. And then I was lucky enough, my mom rented out the teeny bedroom. She turned into a extra bedroom and rented out to somebody that was huge into wrestling and would have tapes and things like that. So I could watch wrestling at the house on tapes out in that room as long as he was, in his room. He ended up marrying my sister later on, but that's what really drew me to it, was just this whole nother world where there's the bad guy, and you could stand up or defend yourself against this person that keeps you or causing you issues or talking shit about you or hurting people you love. There was a bad guy and a good guy, and there was a story, and the fact that you thought they were beating the shit out of each other, because at the time they fucking were beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. It was the overall feeling of just of like, I don't want to say a soap opera, but it was like a more intense, a more physical soap opera.
It's a love story.
So I was automatically just fucking drawn to it. I thought it was just awesome to be able to escape your reality for those few moments while those people are in the ring doing what they do. And then when I got to see shows live, that really was like, holy. The first show I attended, as we're walking in, because we were kind of late because of traffic, we're walking in and we're going to the bleacher seats at the Louisville Gardens, because you had the floor seating, and then there was a raised level with some more seating, and then you'd have the bleachers. The bleachers were general admission. That's what we got. My family was foremost kid, whatever. That's what we could afford. And as we're getting up there, I see Miss Texas, Jackie, going down to the ring, and she gets on the microphone and she's hooting all, and she's just mad as hell about this person. She's ready to whoop their ass, right? And music starts playing, and I see this guy come through the curtain, and he was a taller, thinner guy. Not like taller than her, but he was still kind of short. But he was a thinner guy, and he was like in business attire, like just like the pants and the shirt with the tie. And he comes walking out, and I'm like looking behind him, thinking there's somebody else coming, or the girl, or whatever else. And he gets in the ring, and he starts jaw-jacking with her and screaming at her. You can hear it over the microphone, and he shoves her, and she slapped the taste out of his mouth. And I stopped, like we hadn't even made it to our seats yet when I was watching all this, and just stopped in the middle of the aisleway with people trying to pass me and shit, just mesmerized by this whole fucking spectacle. I was like, I don't know what I need to do, but I want to do that for a living.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that's our most different story that we've heard.
I love that.
On any interview we've done with any wrestler. That's with any of them. Rob Killjoy, freaking Jack Cole, Zombie Dragon, Tarzan. You know what I mean?
So what I love and what I often talk about when we're talking about wrestling with people is the psychology of the brotherhood of wrestling.
I knew it was coming.
And I love that wrestling was your escape into
it was also mine.
Reality, just a moment of break from what reality was.
Well, that's what it was all supposed to be. That's why Dusty Rhodes was such a huge draw.
Yeah.
Because he had that capacity, that capability of talking to the crowd and feeling so connected with each person in that crowd or through that television screen, to where if he was near you, like wrestling, and you didn't show up and support him and he lost, you felt like your absence hurt that, because you felt like he depended on you. Like, it was that exchange of that fluidity that he just had. Such a personable character and persona, the common man, everything, where all these people felt so enamored with him. That's why he was such a huge draw. He drew them in. And then his ability to tell stories, his promos, just little by little earning that moment in their lives, to where today, like pop culture, Dusty Rhodes is still one of the most influential wrestlers in the U.S.
Yes, he is.
Especially with mainstream media.
Yep.
Like, we talk about Hulk Hogan, which, obviously, whatever.
Yeah.
We talk about, Bret Hart and everything, but Dusty Rhodes is right up there, if not more so. He's been a draw since even before the national TV days,
Yep, he was. In any territory he went to, he was literally clanging and banging. Or fanging and banging, as Gangrel say.
Well, you know,
Continue.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Sorry.
I used to say that to Tracy all the time because, you know, I got to be his daughter for a while, and for the most part, he did feel that father void to me. So I did look to him like a dad, and I was lucky to be in that capacity with him. But he used to, we'd be going down the highway, and he'd be talking about some story or something else. At the end of it, it'd be something where some lady, like, you know, was trying to hit on him or something. I'm like, well, Papa was a Rolling Stone. He's like, oh, hell, Mickie.
We don't hear those sayings no more. We really don't. We don't hear, like, those sayings no more. I try to, but, like, some of them I can't remember no more. Because I ain't saying them no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. The psychology on wrestling is, like,
I love
for
what
everybody.
for everybody that I've talked to that
Yeah.
wrestling represents that connectedness with people and like escapism from whatever shitty life we had to begin with.
yeah. And if you wanted your day to be better, you just tuned in to something
Yeah.
that you enjoyed. And for most of us that are watching us now, listening to these conversations, obviously their escape was wrestling, right? That's why we've built a community of like over 600 on Facebook, or close to 600 on Facebook, I'd rather I say.
Right.
And then the community that we've created everywhere else, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I compare wrestling, and especially deathmatch wrestling, to, you know, humanity's always needed something like this. If you look back throughout history, there's evidence throughout history of people coming together and watching a quote unquote sporting event or whatever else, like the gladiator games,
Yeah.
like the Greek sparring sessions when they started doing the wrestling there, the Greco-Roman shit.
It's kind of what I get out of your axes when you come out with those axes. Because I see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like right there. But are people seeing?
Yeah.
You know, are people seeing what really is there? They're not. They're looking past a lot of things, you know?
But humanity's always needed something. We just fill a void, and we're happy to do so. If you're good enough at it, you know. A lot of people think that deathmatch wrestling isn't wrestling, but what they think is wrestling, some people don't think is wrestling either. Some people don't think how do I say this? I don't want to say choreographed because that's wrong. But it's like such a fluid exchange and dance instead of a fight.
A dance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a violent dance, you know, but if you do, like, I tell them, like, well, I think wrestling is the story. That is wrestling. You're in entertainment by the story. You're linked to that, you know?
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm just a girl.
Oh, no. Yeah, Death Queen. I mean, shit.
No, I feel like because nobody listened to me when I was younger. I'd see things. I'm like, hey, you think da-da-da-da? They're like, no, it's not that. And then 3 months later, we find out I was totally right. And I was like, I just want one person to say I'm right. I see it coming. It's a tale as old as time, you know.
Yeah.
But
you know, it's not many times that women are wrong. Girl power, though.
But not even that. When you see people have patterns.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned that people have patterns in abuse, people have patterns in narcissistic behavior, people have patterns with, like, you know, the way that they use other people. And I see when you're able to see those patterns, you're able to foretell what's going to happen out of that situation when it starts, because you know the telltale signs. It's a trauma response. I'm not going to lie. It's like you're trying to prepare for what's to come, but you never really prepare for what's to come. So.
Oh, never. Because you never know.
You
never know what to look forward to.
Just when you're cruising along on the bike of life, it hits you in the left nut.
Yeah. It takes out your right as it does your left.
Squish them both.
Yeah, it's just right in the face. Just all of it. Just meat sandwich there. Shout out to Guar. They were at the gathering this year, which was dope. Our homeboy played the gathering this year. Doughboy. Yeah. Our friend Doughboy. He was over there playing one of the stages. I can't remember what it was called at the stage. I think they changed it.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Was you at the gathering?
But to be honest, I don't know where anything is.
I didn't check out the Gathering Juggalo Championship Wrestling's 2-night thing yet, but I am. So I really don't know who was there except for what I've seen on the Facebook, to be honest. I know the fucking Outbreak was there with the Ringmaster. Tarzan was there. I think that's all I've seen right now.
I
But
can't believe Tarzan turned it to
that shit you and him did when y'all were slapping each other in them chairs.
Slapping each other,
Remember?
drinking Miller Lite.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was
What are you
like,
talking about? Oh, you're talking about POR?
I think so. What was that? It was
When he had the
outside.
boot on his foot?
I think so. He
Yeah,
was
I
outside.
believe he had the boot on his
He
foot.
had his mask on.
Yeah,
That is
that
making
sounds
us-
about right.
And y'all were just slapping each other, and he was just like, I was like, that motherfucker's overselling, man. He is overselling like mother-fucker. Like,
You ever been slapped by me?
no, I mean like his expressions were oversold. Like not
You
that,
know,
not
he's
that,
really high because that happens.
not that, but his goofiness.
He gets, oh, you know, when you're a POR.
Shout out to Tarzan though. I love you, buddy. But no, it was just it was something about that match that it was just so like he's just so entertaining. I just get lost in his expressions sometimes, and so it becomes like funny to me because I'm watching his expressions the whole time. I need to stop doing that with him. Okay, I take him super
the
serious though. Okay, I do for real.
I get you. It's wrestling.
Like I told him before, I said, "God damn, dude, your fucking skills in the ring are like over the top. He's coming up with all these moves and shit. He's insane, bro. Like,
I know he set me on fire 3 times.
oh yeah,
Wow.
he gets wild. He likes to use fire a lot, and he likes to get kicked in the nuts. He got kicked in the nuts at the gathering this year. I watched it. It was on his
See, I don't have
Facebook.
nuts, but I don't think that's meant to. I mean, I guess it could be. I got a lot of people in my inbox that ask me to hurt their nuts.
Do
I mean, it can be
Charge
fun
'em.
sometimes.
Just charge them. Charge them a lot of money, Mickey. Like a lot.
I get told that. I do get told that by a lot of people. They're like, you should charge this amount. And I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Do it, Nick.
I was at Blue Ridge Rock
I
Fest
don't know. Am I going to be able to
3
get
years
through
ago
without
and
making
had a
a
hot
joke and
chick
laughing?
step
Because
on my
that's
nuts
what I
because it
do.
was fun.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna laugh during it. Now you
I'm
did
going to be
what?
telling jokes
I was
and
at Blue
laughing,
Ridge Rock
and then the
Fest
poor
like
little
3
fella's
years
going to
ago.
feel so inadequate.
But it'll be a great idea, right? It would be.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Because
I keep getting asked for people to get my inbox, like, login info so they can go through it. I was like, no. We don't need to tell on everybody today, guys. I'm not that type of person.
no, just tell all these people in inboxes to start sending you like $100 on your Cash App or whatever money app you use, and just tell them to send you $100 a day and shut the fuck up and go on. That's what I would have said already. I definitely.
I know.
I've been like, y'all need to pay me to be talking to me anyway.
My thing is some of it is a lot of mommy issues. I'm okay with that. I got issues. I got it, you know.
Yeah.
But bro, when you go, I have one person message me, and he said, "You're a piece of shit. I hope you get a blood clot and die. You should get the fuck out of wrestling." And I said, "Agreed."
Oh shit.
Why fight the rain, right? I was like, "Agreed." And then he was like, "Oh, okay then. Well, if you ever need 10 hard inches, let me know." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my.
First
Lord.
off, 10 inches of what, sir? Second off, first you want to fight me and then you want to fuck me? Like, what is that? Like, that's a little reverse.
Yeah, right.
Not really, I guess, if I think about it.
Oh yeah, I thought
Yeah,
about
not
it that
really.
way too just now too.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people I wrestle that fight me first and then, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You know?
I'm just playing. I love all my people.
Yeah.
I don't kink shame. Ain't no shame in this game. We're good.
Oh, I know.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm just kink asking why.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little curious on why you want me to make your testicles explode in my hand.
Yeah, well,
And you're willing to pay me to do that. I feel like I need you to sign a waiver of liability beforehand and maybe make a video confession if this is your will.
yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm being set up here. I was like, I'm not, I don't know.
And
I
probably
don't know.
like maybe a brain exam or something.
I don't know.
They probably had to
I
get their
don't know.
brains examined. I don't know. Sorry. Damn, I shouldn't have said that because Tarzan got kicked in the nuts. Damn.
Some people have some type of nerve issue though, where it's like unless it's like extreme intensity, they don't feel it necessarily. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I've heard of those people.
I've seen a couple that took straight.
I paid good money. It's like 3 years ago at the Blue Ridge Rock Fest to have my nuts stepped on by a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Good for you, sir.
I mean, it happens.
Damn. Bro, yo. Oh, damn. Joe don't know.
I'm not shaming you. We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, we ain't judging you, Joe. You're good.
This is a safe space.
We just laugh with you, not at you. You know what I mean?
Maybe at you, but it's in good measure.
Yeah, it's in good measure. This is the Highest Fuck Podcast, everybody. This is what we do.
This is what we do.
Show us your butthole. I do not mean sympathy.
Camp, show me your butthole.
Camp, show me
Don't bend over. I tell people all the time, man, you bend over. Don't bend over. I'm a 14-year-old boy in a 41-year-old woman's body. You bend over, it's all dick and butt jokes. That's it.
Oh, damn.
It's fun, though.
Yeah.
Everybody's fine. Calm down. Anyway.
So, what are your next plans in wrestling? Like, do you have plans to, like, I don't know, join another company, like MLW, AEW, like, anywhere?
GCW is pretty
Or
hard.
GCW, yeah,
right?
GCW, yeah. The other ECW, basically. It's ECW now.
It's what?
ECW is basically GCW.
No.
The Game Changer Wrestling?
No, on that one.
Well, I would
here's the
what?
Here's the. I am willing to work with and for anybody I can, and they want me. However, I don't really. I'm at an age where I know what my goals for myself are, and it's not necessarily national. My goals are a little bit more on the more extreme side of it.
Yeah.
For a reason, because that's what I need to accomplish in order to do what I set out to do, which is try to get obtain that true equality throughout the whole thing. Like, true equality doesn't mean you just get the good shit. True equality means sometimes you gotta get punched in the face to get back up, you know?
Yeah.
That's true equality. Taking the bad with the good. That's what we should do. If that's what we want, that's what we should do. And that's what I'm trying to do and prove. And if I can do that despite everything else, I think I'm doing pretty okay. I mean, it's not going to be the most sung about journey in the world, but it's something that's happened that hopefully it inspires somebody else to do something like that. Not necessarily death matches, but to do something they're being told that they can't do for one reason or another.
Exactly. Because I've known what you've been doing this whole time. I know what you're doing. And
holy shit, that sounded creepy as fuck, bro.
Well, you kind of can see it. You
You're like, I've been watching you.
I have been watching you, though, technically. But I kind of can see. I can see that, though, in your wrestling and how you do it and how you portray yourself and how you're just super fucking real. You know?
Yeah,
and then
definitely an exponented version of myself that I wish. Well, I can't be her on a daily basis.
Exactly.
I'm going to be quite honest. I don't think that person would survive at PTA conferences.
No, that's what I was going to say.
I think it would cause some kind of issue, you know?
You have a good way of separating the two. You are so good at separating both Mickie, right?
Sometimes, dude, okay, so I was at my daughter's volleyball game last night, right?
Yeah.
And before really they got into the first game, because how it's played is they play one game, then they play a second game. And if the first team that won the game one wins game two, it's over. If they tie 1-1, it goes to a third game, and that's the deciding party. So it could be up to 3 games. So before they even got started, though, something happened where the coach was telling one of the girls where to move up to and something about point system. And the referee had to stick up his ass and started blowing his damn whistle and screaming at my daughter's team's coach, like just screaming at her. He looked like he could be like a shoe-in for Santa at the local mall, you know. And I was like, I was where I was sitting was right behind my daughter's team where they serve.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I stare at him down because he's on the same side as me. I was like, motherfucker, you about to get it. You blow that whistle again like that, then girls, and me and you gonna have some problems. Like, I got real defensive. I was like, who the hell you think you talking to like that? You can come at her nice. You don't have to be that fucking dick about, you know?
Yeah.
I like really had to pull myself together. I was like, Mickie, you're not wrestling. Calm down.
Yeah,
you're not nobody. Calm down. You know, chill out.
That's what I was getting at. Is like that's gotta be hard, right?
Well, it is, but
Gotta be.
I wrestle enough, and I get to do my type of art, whether you think it's good art or bad art. It's art to me. I get to do
art.
what I love on the weekends, and I learned when I came back for this set after the divorce and everything. I came back and I made a promise to myself that I was going to do it as long as I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be another negative in my life, another stress thing. Like, I never want to be bitter at wrestling, but if I started developing the habit of, if you're going to be somebody negative and just suck everything from me, and not in a good way. I mean, if it's a good way, it'll be a little different, you know. But if you're just going to take everything from me, and this whole thing is a shit show, I can't allow myself to be continuously in it anymore. Like, life's too short. I spent way too much time doing that bullshit. I'm done. I'd rather cut ties and you be upset with me or mad at me, but me try to, you know, go along my merry way and do what makes me happy over here. Because like I said, life's too short, and I don't want to have to fight you if I don't have to fight you. If I have to fight you, though, we'll fight, but I don't want to have to.
You don't play too well in the sandbox, do you?
I do.
She's like, no, I do.
I
step on my shoe.
Here's the thing. I just don't care for drama. I really don't. If I want drama, I go to my kids. You know, my daughter's been telling me about, when she was in second grade, she'd tell me about some, you know, playground bullshit politics that make me want to be like, girl, you better step up, you know. My daughter's always been that girl. She's noticed everything and stuff, but she's got that drama. Middle school, she's in middle school now. Oh dear God!
Oh, mine is.
Oh dear God!
Mine is high school
if I have
now.
to hear one more time how much she loves Walker Scoville, I'm gonna scream. Anyway,
you said high school, but mine's in high school right now. 15, they got twins, and they're both in high school now. Like, it's different.
it is.
But it's not that much
But
different.
I got some great kids, man. I can't complain. If that's what I had to go through to get my amazing kids, then so be it. I'll take it.
Yep.
Take it every day and twice on Sunday. They are just amazing. They're in magnet schools. Both of them had to audition to get into these schools, and they both got in their schools. They both make great grades. I have a third stepson, and he's so smart as far as, like, he loves computers and technology and video games and coding and everything. Like, he's super fucking smart. Doesn't like wrestling, which I don't blame him. He's fine. My daughter isn't a big wrestler unless she has to show her friends some crazy ass shit on YouTube, and I tell her to stop. You know, she's 12, and my kid, she's gonna do whatever the hell she wants, I guess. And then I've got my 9-year-old who is begging me to let him start training to wrestle.
Oh, hey, there you go.
And I was like, no, you're still too young. He's like, Mom, there's a training school right across the bridge. They start at 12 years old. I'm like, buddy, you're 9. He's like, we can tell him I'm a small 12. I'm like, no, we're not. I let him have, for his 9th birthday, I let him have a wrestling birthday party.
Oh,
and he kept begging me to wrestle. I'm like, buddy, I can't let you wrestle, but I could put you in a tag match if you can listen and work it out. So I knew everybody in the match. You know, I handpicked them, except for his tag partner. I was like, you can pick anybody you want, and I'll try to see if they'll come and work your wrestling birthday party. We held it at the arena in Jeffersonville.
Okay.
And you know, there's a wrestling ring in there, and there's tables and stuff, so we set it up. And before the show even started, we did the whole eat pizza, cake, ice cream, and gifts thing, right? And as they're eating the pizza, I had two guys, like I said, that I trust with my kids, which is saying something because I don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Trust them with if they walk out in clown costumes, like the full clown get up with like the rubber mask and everything. And hold on one second.
Okay.
He's moving a little too much. I think he's a little angry. Wait. He doesn't like it. Yo, he was scratching me so funny. That's why he doesn't like it.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey, can you pause for 1 second?
Yes, we can.
Let me go check on something. Give me 1 moment.
All right. So, let's see. Where else can we go with this?
What else do you got?
What else do we have? So, yeah. So, like, what is what's like one of the goals that, like we were talking about earlier? What is one of those goals that you're trying to hit that maybe you haven't hit yet?
To be the first person in death matches to win 11 deathmatch tournaments.
Wow, that's a big one.
11 deathmatch tournaments.
Where are you at right now?
I'm 10. I'm at 10, tied for first place with Murdoch and Tremont, whatever.
That Tremont, man, that's a doozy right
All
there.
tied.
So they're tied right now. So there's one coming up, right? So
I got TOD coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah, okay, that's that coming up. So.
And then after that, I've got the Canadian Deathmatch Tournament on the 11th. And then I've got the GOD tournament over in the UK. And then I've got one more tournament coming up after that that's also an international booking that hasn't been announced yet.
Awesome. So hopefully, I mean, not even hopefully, you're going to obtain that goal.
There will be at least...
There will be blood.
1 or 4 of those that she wins.
Yeah. All of them.
Well, here's my hope. Is if I'm trying for TOD because then I'll go back-to-back wins to make this my number 11 win. So I won last year for TOD. So then if I win TOD again this year, and then with the field that they have this year, it's fucking crazy. The amount of talent they got is awesome. And then, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm going to desperately try doing. Come hell or high water.
Yeah.
I'll have to do all that bullshit. But that's my ultimate goal. But at the end of the day, it is a really heavy field.
Yeah. But you can
And so I can't put all my eggs in that one basket. It doesn't mean I'm not going to go just as hard. I'd probably go harder than I think I can go anyway. But yeah.
And how many females?
They're getting ready to announce the matchups, I think either tonight or tomorrow.
How many females are in this tournament?
None. I'm the first and only female that's ever been TOD. I'm working on it, though.
That's
I'm working
the
on
evil
it.
laugh. I'm trying to do an evil laugh.
Yeah.
That's what just makes her badass. That's okay. See?
But I just was in the King of the Deathmatch tournament for BJW over in Tokyo, Japan. That was my debut match, was being in their tournament, and I'm the first female that's been in their deathmatch tournament.
Yup. You were chosen for a reason.
Yeah.
Wrestling gods. She was chosen for a reason.
Yes.
Okay. There's a
I was
reason
glad for
for
just
this.
enough punishment.
I know. You've dished out so much, Mickie, that you've made this name for yourself that puts you where you're at right now, and that is insane. Okay? Because you're the first female. You are. So, like, that to me, that's freaking crazy, bro.
Yeah, but to be honest, though, I wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for the ones before me, Like
Exactly.
the Bull Nakanos, the Matsumotos, Lufisto up in Canada.
Yeah,
She's
Lufisto.
she's been doing shit, too.
Yeah, Bull Nakano, I would say.
A couple years before me. Mm-hmm.
Bull Nakano, I would
Naomi
say.
Toyota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there was plenty of girls. Luna Vachon. There was
Luna,
fucking...
oh my God.
Sherry Martel. You can't tell me Sherry Martel wasn't a motherfucking worker.
She freaking
She was
scared the hell out of
fucking-
me. Luna Vachon, that's my heart. I love you. Rest in peace. My daughter's name is Luna. I didn't name her Luna because of that. The mother of my children named her after the cat from Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at least I get what I want out of it because it's Luna for Sean, you know. So when she was younger, she'd do something bad. She was a bad girl or whatever. Like she'd do something wrong or something. I'd be like, Luna for Sean.
My dog's name is Luna Vashon Knuckles.
Oh, for real? So
Yeah.
my daughter ended up growing up liking Luna Vachon as a wrestler and like Paige and AJ Lee and stuff. So my daughter is like a little bit of like AJ Lee, that little, you know, like colorful side, and then she's got her little Wednesday Addams, Paige and Luna Vachon in her. But when I say Luna Vachon, she knows what that means. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Well, my dog, she goes and gets in her kennel. Like, yeah. You know. You already know. I know what you did.
but that's like the coolest part about like life in general is our kids, the kids that we have. Like I that's one of my favorite things in my life. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff in here, but like nothing takes that. Nothing does. Nothing does.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And that just goes to show, like, you know, it doesn't matter how hardcore you are or how much blood you shed in that ring or out in the outside, because y'all sometimes wrestle on the ground and stuff and like carnivals and stuff and, you know, all this other stuff. So, you know, you never know where you're going to wrestle sometimes. I seen this one match where they were sliding in for a clothesline because it got rained on outside. It was the damnedest thing, dude.
I wrestled once in a horse barn.
Oh, see? You never know where you're going to end up.
I used to lick my gimmick pre-COVID. I would lick things. If I licked it, it's mine.
Yep.
That was my thing. And I went to go get in the ring, and I had a habit of licking, like, the steps. And then I remember we're in a horse barn. There's shit everywhere. Like, as I was licking, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm already here.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm happy I stopped that before COVID, though. I would have been the first one to die for sure.
Oh, my God. Shit. That scared me, man. Like,
that would have added to your gimmick of being the most hardcore female in the world.
It would have.
Licking everything during COVID? Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. Maybe
look, I'm a dumbass. Listen,
like,
I will admit I'm a dumbass. I don't know if I'm that much of a dumbass.
I don't think so either.
It was scary. I worked at the hospital when COVID first hit. I worked in the radiology department. That's how I got my job at the radiology department, because I would go get x-rays of certain things sometimes because it would just be persistently hurting. And then they'd be like, oh, you've got like an ankle of a 50-year-old tennis player. And I'm like, oh, sweet, awesome, good times, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm only 26. So, but I got my job at the hospital. And when COVID first happened, we didn't have tests for it or anything. The hospital would send you to x-ray. And we would x-ray you. And if it looked like pulmonary embolism, which is like a lot of furry static on your chest,
yeah,
they would just take you in for treatment and start immediate treatment on COVID, and then send out the test like they used to have to. But I was at the front lines of that. I was in the x-ray department. I had to check them in and get them ready and every fucking thing. It was terrifying. I took off my clothes before I even got in the house when I was home. I had to get in the shower and like burn myself. Like, I already take hot enough showers, but I had to like scrub and everything just to make sure, because I had young babies at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we don't need that. And his grandparents lived with us and shit, so it was like, really don't need that drama of them getting sick and stuff. So
yeah, it was really scary times.
Yeah,
it really was. I was hitting up all my wrestling friends, like Zombie Dragon, like, because he lived in China, so I had to know what was going on in China, of course. And then and like Christina Marie, and like I was just I hit up whoever I could, you know, and like, you know how many those same people I just mentioned were just so happy just to get a message from somebody worried and wondering about how they are in their, you know, their career or just in life in general, not even their career, you know. And those times it was really hard, you know, because like, you know, a lot of wrestlers that I know personally, like Yella and all these guys, they never stopped. You know, if they could show up for a show, they showed up for a show, or, you know, or a lot of them really got shitted on. and couldn't
Yep.
do things. It was a really rough time for wrestling right there. If you were on WWE, you were good, I guess, or else, like that, because they did the whole, screens in the audience, which was a really weird time for wrestling.
It was.
But
I just watched Money in the Bank the other day from 2020.
Yeah.
When they did
on the roof,
the rooftop battle,
which was cool though,
and I
liked it.
I rewatched it, and I was just watching wrestling without fans, and I was like, God, this is awful. I remember how bad it was.
Yeah, because you gotta have cheers and boos. If you get silence, you're not doing nothing right. You suck if you get silence.
Unless you have mesmerized them to the point that you've either scared them and they don't want to make noise.
It used to be that there was a kind of a view that we had of Japanese fans because they were really reserved. They would be quiet, watch a wrestling match, and they clap politely and stuff. And that was for a long time. But when I went over there, I was highly surprised. And even they say, yes, we've Americanized a little bit more. That the fans get into it, they yell. You don't know what they're yelling at, but they're yelling. You hope it's either good or bad. You're not sure. It was like, well, if they put the middle finger, that's a definite. That's universal. I got it. But yeah. But no, it was they were really heavily into it. So that was nice. That was one of my big things. Is a lot of times our personality stuff works so much better if you're giving in and receiving at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Getting that interaction from fans, it's a much more fun time to be there.
I can't. You can't. Whoa.
What?
I forgot what I was going to say.
What were you going to say? This is the Highest Fuck podcast. Hello.
Take a shot, take a hit. I fucked up.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Oh my God. What was the last time? The last time.
The second time, I'm like, oh.
What's the last thing you said? What's the last thing you said?
Uh-huh.
I don't even.
I was talking about fan bases, how over in Japan they were traditionally reserved, and now they're American.
I know what it was. I'm kind of miss Japan doing their matches the way they used to, with them being, like you said, reserved and focused. They were so focused.
As a performer, I like it this way better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, they were focused, boy. They kind of, like, in some form of fashion, they scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it kind of feels like they're looking at fish in a bowl.
Yeah, it's like, what are y'all looking at?
Observed.
Now, there's a lot of guys, though, like Takahashi. Like, yes, okay. And, like, Naito. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. Tetsuya Naito. Yeah, okay. We're there. We're there for him. We're there for, like, Takahashi.
Yeah.
I like to say his name all weird. Because he's so cool looking, dude. His whole outfit.
You don't even take offense. I say everybody's name wrong because Pondo makes fun of me for it. Say everybody's name wrong.
He's
Leva Bates, I call her Leva.
Leva. Oh, that's good.
Leva. I'd say it how it looks. Matt Tremont. I call him Tremont. Apparently Tremont. I'm like, whatever.
And then you hear Tremont. You hear Tremont too. You hear Tremont.
I'm like, whatever. He knows his name. I call him Matt or Matty. He knows his fucking name.
Yeah, he definitely knows.
Bull Nakano. I always thought it was Nakano, but Necro Butcher told me it's Nakano. So I was like, Nakano.
I'll take his word for it.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes he be fucking with me.
Oh.
He's known me since I was 17, y'all.
Oh, shit.
Fun fact about Necro Butcher, he's known me, LaDark, Sage, Randy West, all since we were 17.
Hey, she just said 17. Whoop, whoop. Chapter 17. I'm sorry.
Nothing dirty like that or nothing, y'all. I was trying to train. I was actually backyarding, and we rented out the wrestling ring that they would use for that company. We just had to clean it up and shit before we were allowed to use it because there was always glass and stuff left over from those days, and I left out, got to hang out with Necro Butcher, and he just treated me like a kid.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
like, hey kid, how about you do some things, and he just talked.
You were
like,
chosen.
okay, cool.
You're the chosen one. Like it's like one of those stories you hear, like ancient story of this conqueror.
You're so high.
No, I'm being for real. I am being for real. You were the chosen
It's like this
one.
is a Dungeons and Dragons thing, man.
Yeah, and it was 17, and it's chapter 17, and the butterfly chooses.
Which road?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That was some juggalo philosophy right there. Sorry. The butterfly chose you. That's all I gotta say. Violent J knows what I'm talking about. Whoop whoop. That butterfly damn chose her. I'm being serious as shit. think I'm playing. Look, okay. I'm talking surpassed my high right now. Okay.
You're being prophetic right now. I get it. Thank you.
She was
Thank you for
chosen.
your service.
Oh my
God.
I'm for it. I'm fucking for it.
Can you feel your legs? That's my only question. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good over here. Don't chop me on the damn. You chopped me. No, we're good. If you're on top, we're good. Okay, we're good. That didn't sound right, but it sound right for your gimmick. So if you're on top, you're good. That's all I gotta say. Like if she's number one and she's going and doing, she's the first female in the death tournaments and stuff like this, then yeah, all hail. Okay, the queen. All right,
gotta get that number 11.
Number 11. Yes, exactly.
Dude, I'm trying, man.
Yeah.
Trying. I'm up 4.
Yep.
I have a surprise tournament coming up.
Yep. And you got this. You got this thing in the bag.
There's a lot of tournaments coming up that I can just pop up at. You never know.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because Mickey Knuckles will pop up anywhere. Don't threaten her with a good time.
I get that wild hair up my ass. You never know.
That's that. Yep. That's what I'm getting at.
It's nothing. So I have a lot of British friends, right?
Yeah.
And they think that we're absolutely fucking crazy because we're willing to get in a car and drive like 5-6 hours to go to a wrestling show one way. And I said, bro, I drive like 14 hours to go to CZW.
Yeah.
One way.
Yeah.
It's like that's just they think we're insane for this. Like, well, we're insane for a lot of things, but we're just used to it.
Your passion for that wrestling right there is what's making you drive 14 hours, making you get on airplanes and go into your next vineyard to have that next match, I'm going
to be honest. There are some times that I like driving because I like having my own car.
Yeah.
I know my car. My car's, I know basic necessity of maintenance, okay? I know how to change a tire if I need to. I know how to check my oil. I know how to change my oil. If something needs to be replaced. I'm pretty savvy with fucking looking on YouTube and doing it, So my car is pretty well maintained, and she travels everywhere. I mean, she's like a little Kia hatchback. I fucking love her because she's so low to the ground. She just zooms, and it kind of like it's not a car that people are necessarily looking for to pull over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's got like they're really dark tinted windows, but they're kind of mirror tinted. You can't really see in there, but they're not like dark enough to cause any problems,
Yeah.
Good time. It's a great time. My little air conditioner is great, So I like driving because I have my own car and I can smoke weed in my car if I need to.
Yeah, and that's that's probably like the best thing about being able to take yourself places is being able to do what you need to do.
Well, that, and if anybody else rides with you, if they try to tell you can't do something, I'm like, that's just my car.
Yeah. Yep. Then you got that.
You knew this before you got in this motherfucker. I don't tell you.
And then then you're able to say, hey, well, you got a couple dollars on gas or something like that, and then boom, you know what I mean? So it's gas, ass, or grass, right?
I'll tell you right now, some of these people, you don't want that ass.
No, I'll just take the grass or the gas.
I love my peoples. I do with all my heart. But y'all tell me way too much shit because you're comfortable, and I get it. I'm happy to be that for you. But at the same time, I'm not judging, but judging. Totally judging for my own benefit. Yeah, that ain't happening.
I think what she's trying to say is stop hitting her inbox up with some weird ass shit.
No. I have this little app called NGL, not gonna lie, or whatever, and people send you anonymous shit all the time, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty, like, I find it humorous. People say some really raunchy shit on there. I'm like, well, hot damn. Like, you got some balls when you anonymous. Do they not know you could pay that $5.99 and like find out whoever sent it? Like, I'm just throwing it out there. You better calm your shit. No.
Damn it, yo. Oh, Lord, man. This is definitely an interview I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Okay. This is just...
I'm having a good time.
I knew, like, this is going to be a good one. Just right off the gate. Just, okay, so I literally asked Tarzan to talk to you way before this. Like, when we did that interview, when we talked to him. You remember me? You remember that, right? I mentioned you about it. I mentioned you about to him about you, and it's just so wild for me. Okay, it's wild because now I'm like, I talk to Tarzan, like, if I message him, he messages me back, type shit. Like, we're friends now, and I think that's, like, for me, it's just insane. And then right after that, I pretty much, like, it feels like I'm like manifested this episode here. And it's just powerful for me to be able to be like, oh my God, like, I've got Mickey Knuckles on my show. I've got
how much
Tarzan.
glass has to be involved to make it a death match? That's my question.
Yeah, that's another question. Thank you for segue in there. But, like, for real, like, how much glass is needed? How much glass? I've been wondering this too.
For what?
For death matches. Like, how many light bulbs does Nick Gage need to use?
However many he fucking wants, bro.
I guess so. And that's the whole fucking Lowe's.
Hey, let it. He win in Rome, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so, man. That's a good one, though. Like, that is a good question.
They're gonna be phased out eventually because they stopped making them already.
It's like
they've stopped making incandescent light bulbs.
Yeah. Everything's going to LEDs.
Oh, Nick Gage is going to be pissed. Sorry, Nick Gage.
I'm sure he'll find a new favorite toy to play with.
Yeah, he'll find, like, some fucking...
They'll go back to the days of ECW deathmatch with Ian and Axel Rotten.
Well, with the fist?
With the taped glass fists.
Yeah, that was... What was that called?
Taipei.
Yeah,
Taipei Deathmatch.
Yeah, Taipei Deathmatch, yes. Man, that was a crazy one. You're talking about when I was a kid type shit. Like, they put their hands in glass.
Yeah.
Holy shit balls, man. Batman, come save us. Oh, man. As a kid, some of that might have been... I don't know. I don't think I really took in wrestling like that. Like every other kid did, like I was growing up with. They might have been affected by, say, seeing, like, all of that, but it never made me want to do any of that. Like, I never, like, if I was, like, when I was trying to train to be a wrestler, I never, ever in a million years was like, yo, I want to cut somebody open or, like, bust them open. Now, if I have to do a table spot, can my body go through it? And it's fine if it's, like, pre.
What about barbed wire?
Barbed wire, like, maybe if it's wink, wink,
Like I said, we're just a different breed.
You know what I mean?
Pain is only skin deep to us, I guess.
Yeah, but that's what I respect.
Chick stick scars.
That's what I respect.
Pain meal.
Is
glory lasts forever. All that fun stuff.
Like the actual blood that's shed.
Would you take a cheese grater spot?
No, fuck no.
I broke a cheese grater on somebody's head this past week.
I'm telling you. Oh,
that's intense.
I saw the Gustic plates just recently, and I think it was Cruel. I think it was a match with Cruel in it because he does Gustic plates all the time. That's my boy. I fucking love Cruel.
I asked you if you would do a cheese grater spot because I want to cheese grate your forehead.
No, but no. You take a flaming chair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I took it from Tarzan.
Yeah, she did.
He set me on fire 3 times in one match.
He's fucking Wilds with some fire, man.
Minute.
That dude's a menace. All right, Tarzan.
A fucking minute.
Shout out to Tarzan again, dude. That is one of my favorites of all times in the JCW world, man. He's really just brought out something in there, you know, for real.
Yeah.
And then with your time with JCW too, it's gonna be remembered forever.
I had a good time.
Yeah,
I hope everybody else had a good time too.
Yeah, I had an amazing time. Like every Lunacy episode you were on, all the way up until just recently. Like, just yeah. It might be sad, but hey, you know what? When that one door closes, another one opens, and you're still gonna get at it. You know what I mean? I just have to find you wherever else you're at. That's either way. I'm gonna be watching your matches either way.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I hope you keep entertaining you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find you somewhere else. You know.
Oh, I'm all around. I'm around somewhere.
It's just you.
Where do you live?
What?
Like, what state do you live in?
Virginia.
So POR is probably closest to you. Are you coming to POR show at the end of the month?
Where is that gonna be at?
There's a flyer on my page.
A flyer on your page.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. There's a flyer on my page. I'll send it to you.
All right. Yeah, if it's close by, maybe I will have to come out because I would love to meet you in person anyway. Like that's a bucket list thing.
Well, POR is one of my favorite bookings. Tarzan works there sometimes too.
Oh, that would be dope. Oh,
a lot, yeah. So.
Yeah. And I'm
where you saw the slap fight spar, wherever that was in Virginia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was trying to meet him this year at the gathering, but I just ended up not going. Like, I didn't get to go. Which, when I'm looking at all these things that people did this year, I could like to just kick my own self in my nuts and throw myself through a window. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. For real.
How are you going to kick your own self in the nuts?
I don't know, but I can't. Actually, I can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. But because it was on accident, and I was like, "Oh shit, I can actually get myself in the nuts. This is wild." But but no, that's how I felt about this year.
Yeah.
Ghostman was there, dude.
Yeah.
Ouija Mac's always there, but that's my like Lord and Savior of the Juggalos. For real, I'm not even shitting you, dude. Like that might go a little far out there, but no, he literally saved Juggalos.
I didn't get to go to a couple shows that I wanted to go to this year, so I feel you.
Right? Yeah. Not being able to see Ouija Mac was like that. Like it was. I'll see him one day. I will. Because like he really did. He brought that spark back that we were missing in the Juggalo world. For real. I'm not even playing, dude. Like that dude just boom, and I was just like, oh, this dude, yeah. Because this guy put them back on the. I feel like he did. I feel like he fucking extended them a little fucking more. He fucking boom. He was the bomb they fucking needed. He was that good bomb, like for real. Because
that taser they needed in their ass.
Yes. Oh my God. And Ouija Mac did it. And I really believe this. And I'm gonna go and say it again because I know I've said it before in the show. Ouija Mac will be like head honcho of Psychopathic Records. That's what I feel like. I feel like he's gonna take over Violent J and Shaggy's spot at some point. That's
they retire. Ouija Mac takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his boom in that is just it's wild. From where he started to now where he's at. It's wild. I went back on him. Like I do most rappers. I go back on them. I go and check out their first start. And it was good. But oh shit, now it's just like, damn, this boy. He's on fire. Anyway, moving on. I had to talk about him a little bit, But you've met him, right?
Yeah.
Of course. He was on that one show where he jumped off and took out somebody. I can't remember. And I was like, get it, dude. Like, damn, DDT, bro. Damn. So how is he in real life, though?
He's a nice guy. He never came across to me or anything like that. Genuine and caring. ask you how your day is, how you doing today, everything else like that. But he was always super nice.
Yeah.
I like his videos that he does, his Instagram things.
Yeah.
I think that crack me up.
Yeah, he is super fun.
I know he's got our sense of humor, so it's fine when he's in the locker room when we're talking about bullshit and things, and when he laughs, we know he actually gets it.
Yes, that's true. Because dude, everything he does, from wearing he jacks his pants up all the way above his nips, and he's done it with Violent J and Shaggy, and he's really just that light that they needed, that fire that they've been waiting on. They lost Twisted, ABK and some other people that were really a big deal there, I would say. And but no, I think right now they're fucking sitting good.
Yeah.
Kings now. See where we go from rags to riches, but we went from rags to kings now. Because now that whole community and that whole world is like, we're on top now. When everybody said we couldn't do it, we did it.
Yep.
That's all that was. We proved the fucking point. You know what I mean? I've been down since forever. Like, ever since I was a fucking kid. Ever since I fucking found these motherfuckers, I was down. And it was the ICP. It was Insane Clown Posse is who I found. Nobody else. It was them. Because the word Juggalo came from us.
Yep.
The fans came up with that. Somebody in the fan community came up with the word Juggalo because he said he's a juggalo. He's a juggler. So juggler, all that stuff. But either way, so they pretty much, we did it. That's why, I put so much emphasis on this, is because without us, they wouldn't have had this big movement.
Yeah.
That really moved through the whole world, and it's all about compassion, love, and being there for each other. And if someone needs you, help them. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that. It's none of this hate stuff. And that's those fake juggalos. That's those fake people in general. That will, that hurt that movement. The ones that take their lyrics too literal, or take what she does too literal, and goes, well, I can do that in school. No, you fucking can't. That's not right. She does it for a job. That's her livelihood. They know what they're about to do. It's so much different. It's the difference to it. So, but and I think that, with that type of thing, it's there's a lot of respect in that, because of how far you will go for your fans, for the ones that are right there behind you. You might not know every last one of them, but that you got a backing. You know what I mean?
Think about it, that's why we do this. We're very lucky that people receive us well, or they feel some type of connection, or I entertain them and make them laugh at least.
Yep.
I get a lot of people who are not fans of intergender matches at all. They absolutely hate them, and they'll come and say, "Hey, look, I'm not a big fan of this usually, but your match was hysterical, and your match was good." I'm like, well, I'm happy I can entertain you. And I'm like the aunt you invite to the barbecue, gets a little too tipsy, and she gonna say some fucked up shit, but it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, you would be my favorite aunt, for real.
Good, I'm happy I get that spot in people's lives. That's truly a humbling and good feeling. At the same time, I guess it makes me anxious. I'm like, I don't want to do anything to make them mad, but I don't know. I just try to do to people how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
It's not hard not to be a dick,
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. You don't have to be a dick. I mean, it might make your life easier, but why? Why would you want to be a dick and just fuck anything up? So.
Exactly. And there's so many people out there that want to be that, and it's like, have we not had enough of that?
And for the inspirational part of our story today, don't be a dick.
Exactly.
Don't be a dick.
Okay. Just do as you would do to others. Or won't
do as
we're high. So
when I was a kid, after my mom died when I was almost 13. And there was a lot of other stuff that I went through, and it made me question, every once in a while you get that existential crisis moment of why is this the way it is, or how can this be? And you start looking to things and explanations. And one of those things I looked to was a lot of different religions. And I researched a lot of different religions. Maybe not every religion, but I've researched a lot, all the way from Greek mythology to Catholicism, to Buddhist, to Wiccan and pagan, just to every degree I could think of. Satanist.
Yeah.
I studied every religion. And the one thing that I found in every religion is the common rule and factor was just treat others how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd want done to you. That common symbol of just, and Buddhist and a lot of other religions, they interpret it as karma, like a type of karma.
Yeah.
You put out into the world what you'd like to receive. And that's what I started doing. I was like, my kids, their dad's side of the family takes them to church and stuff, and my daughter wanted to get baptized, and I was like, that's something you want to do. I'm all for it. I don't go to church. I believe we are our own churches in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know what religion is the right religion or if anything, what I am is grateful for my everyday blessings. Yeah. No matter what's going on in my life, I am grateful. Thank you for whatever, brings me this. And, I'm grateful for that, and I'm blessed. And I really do try to count my blessings every day.
Yeah. I think some people just they take that word to another realm, and it's like, no, this is what this word means. This is what you have every day. You're waking up every day. You got your life. You got something's going good. You're still here.
I'm breathing. My body don't hurt as bad as you think it might have to hurt.
And
so I'm okay. As that girl says, it ain't gonna get better than this. You ain't gonna feel better tomorrow than you do today.
You had the ankle of a 40-year-old when you were 20, so 50-year-old when you were 20, so it's definitely not going to get better.
Yeah, but you know what? You just get used to it. I'm so used to everything by now. It's not like some days are worse than others, of course, but you just get used to it. It's either you do or you don't. And it's no secret, very open about it. I broke my spine a few years, or about 5-6 years ago. And in between my L4 and L5, there's nothing there anymore. So my L4 slides over my L5, and I don't want them to do surgery. I have always heard bad things about when they go into your spine.
Yeah.
How they're gonna have to go back into your spine. I'm not big into that. That is not a thing I want to do. So I'll deal with it as well as I can. Well, one of the things is the doctor recommended putting me on pain medicine. And at this time, I had already stopped working. And I was like, because I had 2 kids and they had screwed up. I believe that my back started getting screwed up there with the epidurals, where they put that needle in your spine. And they screwed up the first one. And ever since then, I took a couple bumps when I came back after that pregnancy, and my back's been killing me. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. On top of the fact of my right leg is 1.5 inches shorter than my left leg because of where I broke the femur. I had 2 surgeries to fix it. And they had to, on the second surgery, they had to shave so much of it down. Oh. So now, I'm 5'2" on one side and 5'4" on the other. I don't wear lifts or anything because it just throws me off. I don't have balance anyways, but yeah, whatever. But, and then on that same ankle of the leg that I broke, a spiral fractured the ankle. So they had to put plates on both sides of the ankle with screws. I've got scars on both sides of the ankle with that. And then in that same knee, I blew out my ACL so bad, they had to use a cadaver tissue, which is a dead person's ACL.
Ooh.
And had to reconstruct my ACL and sew up my medial meniscus. And, then I partially retore it again. I was like, fuck it. I'm just partially. They wanted me to wear this knee brace. But my biggest fear with wearing knee braces is that I'm going to become dependent on it. So I'd wear it in the beginning, but I slowly started not wearing it and just doing the KT tape to it.
Yeah.
And that really helped. And now I don't have to wear a brace with Lee. So that's a blessing too, It's just all about counting your blessings, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Could be worse.
And something else. It could be worse. And There's other people out there that's probably got something 10 times worse, but you just got to keep going and push through it and make every day count.
Well, and there's some people out there that it's like the reason to count my blessings is I'm sure if this started being a problem, like a huge problem, the pain and persistency, and where I couldn't work through it, where I couldn't function, I'd be miserable. And so I really feel for the people that do have that chronic pain, but I try to do homeopathic things. What I was saying is they got me addicted onto pain pills. And the first weekend I went cold turkey without the pain pills was the weekend I wrestled Sadaka for ICW out in that field.
Okay.
I was like, my skin was crawling. I was complete. Like, my body was killing me. And I was like, if I can't do this, I don't need to do this anymore. So that weekend I wrestled Sadaka the first night. The next day I wrestled Dale Patricks for RPW. And then that night I wrestled Brandon Kirk with Casey Kirk in some kind of pig pen area. Like, it had like sawdust or dirt or some nasty ass shit.
Damn.
So, yeah. But I got through it, and I figured out I could do it.
And you can still do what you love despite all the injuries and the pain, which is, that's more than some people
and that's
can ask.
That's all of it. I mean, how many times I'm sure Schlack's hurt something, or Eric Ryan,
yes, right?
or Nick Gage, or any, like, all of us, we collect injuries. That's what we do. That's the name of the game. Our scars are our battle wounds.
And some of them go real deep.
Take pride in that,
Yep.
I have a lot of scars. When they told me they were going to have to give me C-sections, I was like, oh shit, what's another scar? Let me find back. I've got a scar on the inside of my thigh where a light tube burrowed in, like it came back and went in under the skin down into my leg. Oh. And then when I didn't realize it at first because your adrenaline's so high.
Yeah. And
it goes in like butter, And then the next thing you know, I go to kick another light tube bundle, and I didn't see the piece hanging by the duct tape. And as I kicked, another piece went in and broke off, and I felt that one. And I pulled that one out immediately and kind of watched the wound. And when it didn't start it was bleeding, but it wasn't like really gushing blood because it's so close to that femoral artery down there. But when I realized it wasn't really gushing blood, I just duct taped it up and kept going for another 5-10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I sabu'd it. I was like, what would Sabu do? Duct tape it up. I was like, they kept trying to pull me out, the security and everybody, and like the ring crew, and they're like, we gotta get you out of here. It was a 3-way dance for like the finals of this tournament. And they kept trying to grab me and like give me towels and stuff. We gotta get you out of here. I was like, get the fuck away from me. I've got stuff to do, bro. Like, you are in my way.
Damn.
That's when you start beating up security guards. Just
definitely clothesline.
Yeah.
Spear, super kick, whatever you fancy. But I mean, goddamn, man, that's a fucking light bulb tubey booby hanging in the leg.
Yeah.
Damn. That shit made me hurt real bad.
I stepped on a thorn earlier today, and it hurt my foot, and I was like, ow.
You cried.
I don't want a light tube going in my leg. That sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah. Damn it, man. Oh, what the fuck? That was at the same time. You owe me a Coke or something like that.
Jinx.
Pepsi.
I already got you a tea.
Oh.
It's right there.
Well, anyway. Damn. So if you had to, since we were talking about injuries, what's like the worst injury that you've ever had? Or is that the one?
Probably the broken femur.
Okay. Out of everything. Okay.
I mean, yeah, femur is the largest bone in your body.
Why did Mickie? Why did the computer catch a cold?
Why?
It left its windows open. Thank you, Tara. Living good. You're the best. Yeah, your joke just got on the podcast. Good night. Bye. But anyway, that's a funny one. That's a good one. That's a real good one. I'm on favorited right now. And there's this girl that comes in my chat and says a joke every night, and it's like they're all really good. They're just so good. So shout out to Living Good, Tara Living Good.
Excuse me.
Hey, you know what, Mickey Knuckles? You should come over to favorited and try it out. You might meet your fans or something. You can battle. It's kind of like TikTok, but it's like a lot of love to love. Like it's a really nice place to be.
What is it called?
Favorited.
Favorited.
Yeah, I can send you the link.
Yeah, send me a link because I don't even know if I've ever heard of that before.
So you can
But then
go
again,
live.
I'm not technologically savvy. I've been learning. My kids have been teaching me.
You can go live, but I wouldn't show any of your matches because you might get banned.
Why would you get banned for matches?
Because yours are like, because type matches you do.
Wait, what are you trying to say, sir?
Oh, nothing. I'm not saying nothing bad at all.
What do you know? Hold on. Where's Joe? Joe,
I'm
did you
here.
take that? Did it sound like he was implicating something?
No. I'm saying like, so favorite.
I was asking Joe. I was asking Joe.
Did it sound like he was implicating what?
My matches.
That your matches are
bloody.
unsightly?
Bloody.
Yes.
I could see where you would come off like that. Yes.
You son of a bitch.
Oh man, I was just warning you. Warning. I don't know. I don't know. It's a cool place. Like you can come over. Like I know Ryback's over here at sometimes.
Ryback doesn't talk to his people.
No, I know, but Mickey will.
Mickey will.
And then me and her can battle each other and like stuff.
Why would we want to fight each other?
Well, we can battle on here and we can make money on here. I'll make money on here.
So it's like a creepy custom.
Yeah, I'll make money over here.
Done plenty of those. No, I'm just kidding.
But, I don't know. It's a fun place. You could stream or maybe try it out. There's Epic Studios too, but they're working on that one a little bit. That one's been kind of wonky, but
You're kind of wonky.
But it's still, I got $12 over there so far going over there, and then over here right now I've got like $50 at the moment. I had like about 70, but I went and helped some battles out and threw some. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of fun. It's a fun app. I don't know. I figure, what the hell? What's the shot?
You're like, what? YOLO.
I'm trying to get Tarzan over here. He said he would, but I ain't seen him over here. Izzy James did. Izzy James from AEW. He was on AEW a couple times. We interviewed him.
Yeah.
He came on, and he just hasn't did anything with it. So, it's pretty cool, though. I mean, you know, there's some, like, cool people over here. Soldier Boy's over here. I haven't battled them yet, but I battled Icy Narco, though, which is a famous rapper. He thought I was dope. I was like, hell yeah, this is crazy. But no, it's a cool place.
Are you talking about rap battle?
The rap battle?
Is that what you're talking about?
No. It's just that it's a streaming app.
Oh, okay.
You can stream and you can talk to people, and then, you know, once they find out who you are, like, you'll find all your fans will come over, and then you can promote your stuff from here to there, and it's I've gotten a lot of good stuff from it with the podcast. We got 300 of the 300 and something because we came on favorited with 214.
I don't remember.
218, something like that.
I don't remember.
And then all of that 300, the rest of that is from favorited.
You would say anything's from favorited now for the rest of time.
No, it literally is. I keep up with everything.
We could have gotten some other random followers.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but a lot of it is.
Yeah.
Because I can go through my subscriptions now. Yeah, and yeah, there's a whole world watching me. I got 14 people right now watching me. Okay? 14 people. That's more than a lot of people on here, but like 14 people watching. So anybody can hear me talking.
Ashley.
They can go up here, get my YouTube channels and all that stuff, and there they can grab it. It's right there linked. You know, it's wild. It's fun. I like it. 14 people in here. Sometimes I have 17, and every time I have 17, I just say chapter 17.
We often talk about the brotherhood of music, intersection with wrestling, intersection with life in general, and community, and the importance of community. And what does the community of wrestling mean to you?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What does the community of wrestling and music and the Juggalo world, really in general, just the community of professional wrestling mean to you?
It's a sort of a belonging. Not like, I guess some people would consider it a possible cult.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not as crazed as that. But like just a sense of unity. It's a family of sorts, not by blood, but by choice.
Yep.
You all have one thing in common. This thing links you all. You know, you're from different backgrounds, you're different creeds, sexual orientations. Like, everything about everybody is unique. And the fact that the only thing common in them is the fact that they love deathmatch wrestling. And they love it so much, they'll come and they'll do tailgating parties. And like for the Juggalos, whenever the JCWs have shows, there'd be people that would do tailgating parties and make Faygo dogs.
Yeah.
Those fucking things are awesome. I'm just going to put that out there. I thought I wasn't going to like it because I don't like grape flavored things. They gave me a grape flavored hot dog, and I was like,
a hot dog boiled in grape soda?
In Faygo only.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grape Faygo specifically.
Yes. If anything else, you're fake.
It's like they soak it in grape
Not
Faygo
cotton
and
candy
they put it on
Faygo?
the grill.
I mean, you know what?
They soak it in grape Faygo and then they put it on the grill.
See, the thing is, the first person that started it was only grape. He didn't do anything else. So that just caught on and caught fire, and so that is just, it's great. So I guess there might be somebody that maybe should start that cotton candy one, because then
Cotton candy Faygo dogs, dude.
Ouija Mac would have a hot dog now. Because see, that's his favorite flavor is cotton candy. So like,
or the cola flavored hot dogs, even.
Yeah,
soaked in cola.
It just has to be Faygo though.
Yeah.
If it's not Faygo, it's fake. For real.
If it was Coca-Cola or Pepsi, it would be a problem.
Yes. You'd probably get your ass beat, dude. For real. Right? Am I right? Somebody comment somewhere in this. Am I right or wrong? Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. I'm for real.
Wrong. That's what they gonna say. They'll be like, motherfucker, you wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Just
definitely.
like to argue. It's okay.
I gladly see that in your future. If you did it in Coca-Cola, I see it right now.
I'm gonna take
shocked in the mouth
a whole 2 liter of Coca-Cola to an ICP show.
Oh my god!
And spray a Juggalo.
You have the problems.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! That's just asking.
See, here's the thing is I'm used to the Juggalos being like a community that all like really bands together.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I've gone to the gathering, everybody's cool with each other. They're all happy for each other. You know, they look out for each other. Like that kind of thing was pretty nice. That was the first time as a whole bunch of people. I was really young when I first started going to the gathering, and that was like so different to see so many people come together. Like while during the wrestling shows, if you were the heel, they would boo you and throw shit and piss, like literal shit and piss at you, and fucking just be so fucking gnarly. And then after you get cleaned up and you're just walking around, you know, they're like, "Hey, Mickie, I'm no longer Isabel. I'm now Mickie," and Mickey's okay for them to want to share their drugs with, even though they just threw a piss-filled fish that they left out for 3 days from Hepatitis Lake, building up to this fucking show. I was like, you all are assholes. I love you all though. But it's the only time I've ever been able to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the family part.
You know, you
Take
get a
people
true
in
sense
the
of it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
It's always family. It's always going to be like that. And it
Mhm.
should be like that. So, like, like...
Like, I was really upset to hear, like, I don't want to bring up bad things, because I want everybody to, remember the good things from all gatherings, including the recent. But, just that, it goes along the lines of don't be a dick. Don't try to poison people with stupid ass shit like fentanyl.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody needs that. That's not a good time.
No.
I don't care who the fuck you are. It's not a good time. Just don't do it. Especially without them knowing that was. But they handled it. Apparently, they got it taken care of. So that's great. You can't always plan for what people are going to do, and one bad apple can't. You can't allow it to ruin a whole bunch.
Exactly. Because Drug Bridge or whatever they talk about, that drug place where everybody goes to drugs and stuff. That Violent J didn't open that. He didn't have that started. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No, that shit happens at any festival you go to.
But see, that's like one
It
of
happens
the
at
biggest things.
Woodstock. It happens at Burning Man. It's not unique to
I mean,
this,
I was at Blue Ridge Rock Fest and somebody dosed somebody with fentanyl like Mickey's talking about and ended up killing that person because they dosed them with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And that shit's fucked up.
That was at Blue Ridge Rock Fest.
Yeah. So let's all band together and stop doing that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Just not cool.
That's some just jerk
That's
ass
all I'm
shit.
asking. Let's just unite on that one thing. Don't be a dick. That's all I'm going to throw out there.
And that's what we mainly talk
Nobody
about.
needs that. It's a bad time for everybody.
Exactly.
It's one thing if they intentionally did it, but don't fuck with somebody like... Yeah.
It's one thing if they say, hey, I've got fentanyl in this thing. Would you like some? And if the person's like, yes, of my own free will and kind of, I don't agree with that because fentanyl is not something I think anyone should ever mess with.
No.
I don't even think they should use it for surgeries, but they do.
Fentanyl's a fucked up drug. I mean, I'm not saying that,
and the street fentanyl is way different than the medical fentanyl.
Yeah.
Like street fentanyl is dirty. You don't want that, but 9 times out of 10, that's what you're getting. You don't even know it anyways. Like everybody needs to be careful with that shit. That's. I would tell you don't. Like honestly, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life. I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna say if you don't do this, you're a piece of shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you could just take my word for it, I don't think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, for real.
That's on you, but I'm telling you, I don't feel like it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, for real, because like.
Smoke weed. That's all I'm gonna, just try to smoke weed, and if you need something starting at, then we need to visit, some other type of help or something. But
yeah, definitely, because like there's a way out without that, because like fentanyl is a problem.
Yeah,
absolute problem. So is meth in the world, and so is like crack right now. Those are like the top 3. Those are probably
like Hillbilly says, if it was a problem, it'd be an issue. That's what that is.
Yeah. And it's just now so many street drugs are laced with fentanyl. Fucking with anything other than weed is probably a bad idea unless you're drinking.
Even with weed, even with marijuana on the street.
Yeah, that's
you really need to go into the rec centers and stuff.
You need a card to go to the dispensary or go to your local weed shop, buy it from a store. Yeah.
There's
that's sealed. That's fucking sealed.
Yeah.
Make sure that package is sealed.
Grow it yourself. If you live in a green state, that is.
I always say grow it yourself. Yeah, I would venture to say that would be the best bet.
Yeah, because then you're growing it and stuff. So shout out to Mary Jane.
I truly believe that's a lot of. I find the medicinal use in it. I see what people are saying that the problematic use, but most of the issues that people find with it is not actually from the marijuana plant itself. It's from the additives like the tobacco wraps or the papers or the cones or it's the carriage in which we ingest that. If you do it in a more pure form, of course you don't have that carcinogen. It's going to fuck up your lungs or anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what's easier for you, what's more preference to you, as opposed to what's a better situation for you is totally different.
Yeah.
So.
Do it recreational. Don't get too out of hand. Drink wisely if you're going to drink.
Or don't. Here's the thing with smoking marijuana, though. You smoke too much, you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
Right? Happy, hungry, sleepy. Right? Okay.
Happy, hungry, sleepy, horny.
But I don't think I've ever been around anybody that's been high as a kite that's ever been a fucking just a dick. Like just one of those angry potheads. I've never met an angry pothead.
Yeah.
I could be the minority here, but I just in my travels,
somebody
in my lifetime,
who runs out of pot get pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe they weren't so good at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've never seen somebody high as a kite pissed off. I've seen somebody drunk as shit, ready to fight everybody.
Yeah.
Right at the drop. You know what I mean? Right there. You don't have to say nothing more than that one word, and it's done.
Yeah.
Yep. Right in the face. Cha-cha. Open season. You know? But, like, two stone people, no. We might play around and, like, smack each other or some shit like that, but, like little light shit, but not, like, nothing that's harmful, you know? Because, like, why the fuck?
We got stoned and had a boxing match.
Yeah, we did for a music video. That was cool as fuck, dude. We hit each other, though.
We did actually kind of punch each other a little bit.
We did punch each other a little bit. I got you in the head quite a few times, dude. It was a good time, though. No one got hurt in the making of Hold My Beer by Heretic Fork Drive. Nobody got hurt, we promise. Except for us, and we're good. I was drinking that day. I was definitely good. I really didn't feel anything you throw at me, Wimpy boy.
You fell down.
I did fall down.
I knocked your ass on the ground. You didn't feel.
Oh, that shit was fun. It is good to be like that. That's some dope shit to be like music videos and shit. That was cool. That was dope. We did a whole like fucking like entrance to it. Like
I crushed a beer can on my head.
He crushed a beer can on his head. That was so insane. He did it twice. Because the first take wasn't that great, Mickie, and he had to do it another time. So he literally went in it and crushed.
But we're talking to somebody who's taking glass in her leg and duct taped it shut. But so she doesn't think I'm badass.
No, for us, that's pretty badass for you to do that. For real. I'm sorry. If anybody knows him and you saw him do a crushed can on his head like he did, that's impressive.
I was not drinking.
Doing it. And you weren't drinking. Sober as fuck except for on weed. You were on
I was
weed.
high.
You were high as a mother. But, you know, I was cross-faded as fuck. But it was something else, dude, to see that in person. And then you did it twice. And I was just like, this dude, you really had your, like, promo stuff on. You were good. You were really
I just
good.
copied other promos.
I know, but you made it your own. That doesn't matter, dude. He stole Ric Flair's stuff like an idiot.
I stole Ric Flair. I stole Stone Cold. I stole Hulk Hogan, I believe.
Well, I had to match your skills, so I stole some CM Punk and some people, so we were good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time I'm taking a cheese grater to your forehead.
Oh, no. Hopefully next time you maybe get the win. Anyway, it was fun, though. Nah. But,
what else do we have to talk about?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Is there anything else that Mickie wants to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Whatever y'all want to talk about.
What haven't we
hit?
Yeah, because we're like on the fly, so we have things that we're.
Sorry, it cut out for a second. What was that?
We're pretty much on the fly most of the time. We are on the fly.
We are on the fly.
So we like it like that,
Yeah.
Because it flows better.
What haven't we touched on?
But then we get here, and it's like, what do we talk about? Yeah. So what have we not? What part have we not? We did psychology. We've done. Oh, we haven't. The one wrestler that got her to want, or do we?
I think I probably know this because she's mentioned her a couple of times, but I'm going to let her answer. The one wrestler who really inspired you to get into wrestling.
The one be all.
I live in Texas.
Miss Texas.
Yeah,
Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Miss
that's
Texas, the
okay.
original, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she mentioned her
I was-
twice in this conversation.
Okay. So I was just making sure
Yeah.
that was literally the one that is the end all be all. Like, this is it, right? Okay, all right.
Jacqueline.
Just going over bases right now because the way that we usually do it,
Yeah.
we have certain
We
things.
have a few questions that we usually typically ask.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know yet.
I don't know, you know?
I don't know. You know, if you know, I know. But if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you know.
Well, you should know anyway.
Yeah, we should know anyway. But
What are you doing with your life if you don't know?
exactly.
That's my next question.
Right. So, oh shit.
What the fuck are you doing with your life?
Good stuff. Good
That's what I tell people all the time when I'm driving, when they're in front of me and they're going slow as hell and I'm trying to get around them, but they won't let me get around them, and I just get so irritated. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing with your life? What is this right now? Why are you adding to my stress? Like they're doing like a 40 and a 70. It drives me nuts. They don't have their blinkers on, nothing. It just looks like they're just cruising along, and they won't let me pass them. Every time I go drive past them, they speed up. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Old people.
No, not necessarily always old people. Just sometimes just people. Just in their own little world, I guess. No, they don't give a fuck.
On the phone.
Like, yeah, fuck you.
All that. But
So,
That would be the only thing about smoking weed and driving, because you drive too slow sometimes. I drive too slow when I'm high.
I am an excellent driver. I've drove through blizzards and rainstorms and tornadoes. I'm an amazing driver.
So she's talking shit about you right now, dude. She don't like drivers like you. We're good. So me and her is good.
I
dude.
might
don't
stop
drive.
at stop signs like 100 miles away.
Yeah, well.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I like a stop and go girl. I'm like, stop, nobody else. All right, go.
Stop and go. Real quick, like, boom.
I officially stopped for at least a second and a half. I know that in my head. I'm like, nope.
And we got to
But then again,
the.
I've drove through cities like Gary, Indiana, and Louisville, and when I go through the downtown area and the Portland area, I'm like, nope, not today. No part of this. And then, like the areas that have all the shootings and stuff. Like, no, thank you. I don't know why I have to drive through here. It's stupid.
It's something.
You have something?
That's all. Like, yeah.
Are you stoned?
Yeah. As fuck podcast. I would hope so. It's in my contract when we write it up. Because I'm writing it in there if we have to have one. Because I'm making sure you're contracted and stuff, mister. I guess if there's nothing else that, like, it's like that we have to talk about. I mean, like,
I mean, we've been talking for about
We've
2
been
hours.
talking for about 2 hours.
I don't want to hold her up. Really.
No.
That was been my problem all the time. But I mean,
2 hours later.
you know, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like the conversation takes you wherever it goes, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I'm all for, you know, that type of connection with our guests on the show, you know? That's the most important thing, is making that connection with the wrestler, with the performer, with the person.
So
Mother,
TOD,
father, all that.
then Canada, Europe.
Yep.
And then what's the last one?
Secret.
Yeah, secret.
It hasn't been announced yet, and I don't know when this is going to air, so I don't know when it's going to be announced.
Oh yeah, that's kind of up to you. Like this Sunday coming out, like this, right? That's coming up, or when do you think this one should come out?
I'm hoping by the beginning of next week, but you can put this out whenever.
Beginning of next week.
But
She's
mark
hoping
my
to
word,
find out by the beginning of next week what her last tournament is going to be.
I'm just trying to figure out when would be a good one. Because,
exactly. That's the game right now we need to play.
Like that's
is when is it going to be? It's another international deathmatch tournament.
So either I can put it out this Sunday coming up, or
She's saying as soon as whenever.
next Sunday.
Whenever.
Because I wanted to come out.
I
wanted to come out at a good.
You could always do an update.
You know, hell yeah, we definitely would love to have you back on if you want to. Like, and like get like in a few months from now, and then we can like definitely touch base again and see where you're at then.
Mm.
Like once you're the first female to outdo all the men.
Once she's the first female to get, or first person, not just female, first person to get 11 wins.
That too.
In death
But
matches.
the empowerment of women, though,
yes.
that right there is going to stake that claim right there. Okay? That's that feather in the hat. That's that
right.
down. That's that moment, right? And then once that happens, we'll touch base, and then we'll have a lot to talk about by that time.
Yeah.
I got to see if Tarzan will come back on. I know he will.
I know when I'm over in Europe, I'm thinking about actually doing some sort of Facebook feed or live feed or something like that.
Okay. That would be cool. Or, like, if you have a YouTube channel as well, but I don't know if you do YouTube.
Which is a good segue into promoting any socials that you want to promote.
There you go.
I'm Mickie Knuckles both on Instagram and Facebook. I got rid of Twitter. It was driving me nuts.
Yeah, me too.
I was a bitch, Twitter. I'm out of this bitch. I really don't use it anyways. So I freed up the space on my phone so my kid can download some kind of zombie game. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm thinking about doing some kind of maybe Facebook Live, Instagram Live, something like that. Just kind of letting everybody know and see what I'm doing, see if there's any interest, and maybe starting something weekly with that. But I'm trying to. It's called Aunt Mickie Does the World. So I did like a play on the old 80s, 90s porn names,
Yeah.
Debbie Does Dallas.
I like that. And I'll definitely continue like doing what I do with sharing all your stuff that needs to be shared in my private group. Which
I appreciate it.
I don't know if you're in it. Are you in the Wrestling Mats? I can't remember. Wrestling Mat private.
I don't know.
Well, if not,
I wish I could be the person that knows, but I don't.
Well, I'm gonna put you in there. There's like I think it's like 500 people in there, close to 600 now, and that's a good place for you to share like any upcoming things. There's like trusted fans in there, and there's a lot of wrestlers in there. Sabu was actually in it.
Sabu was a friend of ours in there.
He was a friend in there, yeah. He was like one of my first like ECW legends that joined my private group, and I was fucking through the roof when I found out it was actually his fucking Facebook page, dude. I was like, holy shit.
My friend Chrissy she became Facebook friends with New Jack's. New Jack's legit Facebook.
Yeah.
When he was under his shoot name. And they would argue, because she's a Steelers fan and he was a Cowboys fan, and they would argue about football all the fucking time. And one day I came over and she's like, going off and arguing about football to this person on Facebook, on Facebook Friends. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to like that? And she said, this guy here, we always just go back and forth about our teams and blah, blah, blah. And she showed me, I said, babe, that's New Jack. She's like, no, it's not, Jerome Young. And I was like, yeah, no, that's New Jack. You've been talking to New Jack this whole time. And she's like, oh my God, I've been talking such bad shit to somebody that would cut me. So when she met him at a show, he's like, no, it's cool, baby. They had the greatest time, hung out. He ended up giving her a guitar he used over somebody's head. So it was like the broken remnants of the guitar. He signed it and gave it to her and told her to sell it on eBay and make a lot of money. And she's like, the fuck I am. That's hanging up in my bedroom.
Hell yeah.
The whole bedroom is like a shrine to wrestling.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's funny. Like, that's some funny shit right there. That's really good and dope, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real. Don't even know you're talking to New Jack. And that what she said that she was talking to somebody that would cut her. That's funny as fuck.
Oh my gosh. I was like, nah, you're cool. If Jack talks to you like that, you fine.
Yeah.
Jack is Jack. You cut at him square, and you were respectful. You were fine, I guess. I guess there's just some people that rubbed him the wrong way. I was one of them. Was not one of them. Bless his soul. So,
did you ever Did you ever get to meet him? Work with him? You worked with him? Yeah. That's right.
Worked with him a few times, yeah.
All right.
I worked with him. The last time I worked with him was in Illinois at Anaphyte Underground. They brought in New Jack. Pondo was there. Me, a couple other people. But we got to hang out with them for like a couple minutes afterwards with the bar. And then we had to leave because it was on a weird fucking night. But yeah, it was a good time. He seemed like he was in good spirits. He was happy. He was telling stories. And then I think like he died a couple months later.
Yeah. And then us losing Sabu and Ozzy now.
It shows that you have to really appreciate the time you get with people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
I always have this one rule of anytime I get off the phone or leave somewhere I'm about to leave, I have to tell the people that I care about that I love them, because you never know when it's your last.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you gotta, like, make sure you call your friends, and we say this a lot on the show. Call your friends. Make sure you text them. Text your family. Talk to your mom. Talk to your dad if you got one. So, you know, if you
love your people.
Still, like,
love your community.
I look at things from text the ones that make you like enhance your life and make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's some people, even though they're blood and their family, that we're often told and we're obligated to them. But all those people do is mistreat you or bring you down or make you feel some sort of way, and it's like one of those things of why, if they're so miserable in your life, why are you forcing them to be in your life? Like, you don't have to. Some people are meant to just be seasons. Some people are just meant to be stories along the whole path. They're not meant to survive the whole entire thing. So it's like, I have that feeling, but those that you are truly with, even the ones that, you know, truly love you and get you, your people.
Yeah.
We'll call them your people. Always stick by your people. Like, I have friends that I'm just absolute ride or die for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, if something goes down, I'm swinging first, and I'm going to ask you what happened afterwards. Please don't lie to me. I want to know what I'm going to jail for.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything else, you know. Just tell me what I'm doing. So,
yeah.
but that's the beauty of being that true friend and knowing that, no matter what, you got to have your people's back.
Yeah.
And then if they are in the wrong, then you got to quickly correct them. Like, bro, hey, next time, don't do that.
Yeah, right after you did beat the ass, though.
Sometimes you might have to punch them in the jaw.
Sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, defend them first and then ask questions later.
Yeah.
And just move on past it. Oh, damn. It caught me off guard. But, I mean, sometimes you just have to.
Yeah.
You just gotta be like, no, I'm defending you first before I ask any questions. We'll get to that later. Because I feel like that's yeah. That's defendant. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess at that point, it doesn't matter who the first thrower of punches were. It's, I'm going to solve this by, like, stopping it and fucking, like...
I'm going to put an end to this right now by doing what I need to do.
Yeah, and just knocking this motherfucker out and dragging him, and then we'll talk later, and then if you were in the wrong, then I'm going to fucking cuss you out.
I'm going to punch you in the jaw.
That's fucked up, dude. We're trying to get away from violence here, especially when it comes to real life. When it comes to
I don't know. I punch my friends in the face.
Well, okay, then we got the okay from Mickey Knuckles tonight.
I mean, but see, they know it's coming at least.
Okay, guys, just take care of each other. No hitties. Don't hit each other. Okay, be nice to each other.
No, you're getting punched in the fucking face. That's how this works.
Yeah, because if you're not nice, you might get punched in the face by Mickey Knuckles. But they might like it, maybe. So, you know, so then you'll just get showered with all the dollars, and it's fine, because then you'll have money at least, and you can just punch all of them in the face. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the nuts.
Yeah.
Kicking people in the nuts. You go in there and charge people like whatever you want to, and they get a punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any hater want to come up? Gotta get punched first. I mean, you gotta pay first. Pay first. Pay at the door, and then, we'll count it later. But anyway, I don't want to hold you up any longer.
Well, I appreciate you all taking the time to talk to me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This has been awesome. Thank you for talking to us.
Yeah. And
I don't know how to get done.
And I can split this up, too, and one can promote your book, because half that was legit.
Yeah,
that,
I
and
didn't
this half
appreciate
is
that.
life things. So this is 2 different podcasts. You think so?
It's called the Wrestling's Most Dangerous Woman.
Yes.
Wrestling's Most Dangerous Woman.
And you can get it at Amazon. Yeah. Kindle. Right? No. What's it called? Kindle.
You can get it either digitally on Kindle.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can get it order paperback through Amazon.
Yes. Mm. And eventually she will have to where she can sell it and she'll be able to get more of the money off of it. And then whenever we get that type of information, we'll always link it here, or we'll link them and we'll share
link
them
in the description.
Yeah. At some point whenever we have it.
It's me. Well, I appreciate your time. It looks like my daughter's lost her earrings, so I'm going to have to help her find that.
All right. And
I didn't intend to. I accidentally hit a button.
Was a really good conversation.
That has been a great conversation.
With Mickey Knuckles. I thought that was freaking amazing. Like, the moments that we have on the podcast is what's worth it, every little bit of what we do.
Yeah.
Because we get that moment in time with somebody, and shockingly enough, it was 2 hours later, we're still talking, and that's what I do this for. I do this to connect with the people that I watch, on a regular basis. Right. That keeps me entertained, that keeps me wanting to, what I'm saying, keeps me motivated and stuff. And with all her accolades and her coming up on the precipice of something big like this, it's something else, and it's inspiring when we get to have these little these shows right here. Sometimes they're little ones, sometimes they're big. We and us as a team, we're really respectful to the wrestler themselves and give them that space to get off camera, get completely off camera, come over here, talk to us with your voice, let people feel you from another part than just seeing you in your face. Now you have to imagine the expressions. Now you have to imagine. Now you have to sit here and play a movie in your head while you're talking, while you're listening to the conversation. And that's kind of what I like to create here, is something that you have to use your imagination to see it, And I think that's so much better because with visualizing the things, because with Jim Cornette's, going back to who inspired me to do these, that's what I got from his. So I wanted to keep pushing his movement, or what he was doing, and people like him that do it. But he's my main inspiration for it. Because now it's do radio or do TV. That's what he says, radio or TV, and podcasting is like a radio thing. You're listening to someone's voice the whole time, And so with that, that's the powerful part, that you can make a connection through a voice. And I've known that my whole life, that every time I got on the phone with somebody and talked to them, that I was getting closer to them as a person than just being around them all the time. Because through a phone call, you can get a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talking to somebody, hearing their voice, you hear it in their voice, I don't know. That's why we live and breathe for this podcasting thing, and the reason that we like to do interviews a whole lot more than reviewing shows.
And because we're the Highest Fuck podcast, we forgot to do our sponsors earlier. So the Health and Wellness Store, Smoke Shop, Exotics Health and Wellness.
Yep.
Exotic Vapes Behind Sheets, Exotic Smoke Shop, whatever it is, in Danville, Virginia.
Yeah.
716 Wings.
Definitely. Anywhere you have one. Because they have them in New York.
I went there for dinner tonight.
Really?
And then we went to Tiny Town.
Tiny Town in Danville, Virginia.
Tiny Town in Danville, Virginia.
So if you're passing through Danville, there's something.
There's stuff to do.
But we got Tiny Town, which is somewhere I used to go at Boys and Girls Club or whatever it's called, Big Brother. Or
Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
yeah, but it was a girl, so it was the other thing. Maybe it was.
Boys
I don't
and
know.
Girls Club.
I don't know. But either way, it was something really cool when I was a kid. But anyway, like Tiny Town and like you got some pretty decent stuff out here. You got the casino. Some famous people go.
Heart is supposed to be there.
Heart. Yeah, I'm trying to want to see that. I want to go see Heart. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go see Heart. And there's a couple other ones that are coming that I'd like to go see. You know what I'm saying?
There was an Eagles tribute band there last weekend.
I gotta see Eagles themselves, not a tribute band. But like, there's a lot of big shows coming up soon. A lot. But damn, look, dude.
This has been.
I know it has been the highest fuck podcast, but also the first highest fuck podcast with our first female wrestler. Yes.
And the most hardcore, most dangerous woman is what she said.
Oh, wait. What do we say on here? Go big or go home? That's what we say a lot, don't we? Because our first interview was Zombie Dragon from China. How hard he thought that? I thought that was going to be hard as hell. I knew we were friends. Friendship sometimes don't work. Like, it doesn't, some things don't compute, don't matter. But, like, we got Zombie Dragon on our first show with Zombie Dragon. So we did go big. You know what I'm saying? And now we here. And in my mind, we've done gotten to quite a few. Izzy James, Tarzan Duran, Mickey Knuckles. Okay, so as a team, we are doing really well. I would say.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
We never said that all, but if y'all don't know how to do that by now, we don't know who you are. Check out our live videos whenever we do
Push
the live
that
videos
button.
too, and all that shit like that. But tune in to us. Juggalos are out. This is chapter 17 up in this mother trucker. Come follow me over here on favorited at jaw_freak_ killer with an H.
I'm supposed to.
And _12 _ELE. You'll know. You'll see. You'll see it. You'll see me. You'll see Jaw Freak Killer. I'm the only Jaw Freak Killer over here because I'm verified 3 times over. So like, for real. And like, come over here and we're on favorited.com. Favorited app over here on the Play Store. And you come over here and get that damn thing and get that shit on there and get over there right now because you got 716 swings to get in there. Get it in there, y'all. Get in there with your elbow drops and your damn power bombs and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying, dog? So this is a split interview thing. We got 2 interviews out of this. That is a dope thing. See there? We got 2 out of there, and then we got tomorrow, which is Doughboy. We're stamping it in this podcast. We have Doughboy tomorrow. He's a rapper that was at the Gathering of the Juggalos. That is 2 Juggalos back to back. One was a wrestler, and one is a rapper. And we are the highest
podcast
and the ADHD
wrestling
crew.
Podcast.
Wrestling podcast. And we are out.
We are out like
Elvis Presley's butthole this time. Yeah, show me your butthole, baby.